injured, and I got suspended 10 games.
Yeah, because you fucking tripped out. You probably tripped sack.
He's like, well...
Who was it?
Dion Waiters on the Miami Heat.
Edibles will fuck you up, man.
Gotta do your homework, dude.
Yeah, but, like, really? Like, come on, dude.
I don't know, man. I feel like you trip out on, like, a different vibe if you were to take as many edibles as you did. I'd pay to watch that.
I just get quiet.
I would pay to watch that.
No,
I haven't even paid and I've seen it.
Huss on edibles.
No, my brain basically works at like 10 times the speed. I'm super, but my body doesn't move. No, my body doesn't move. I just sit there and I just pay attention to everything. Super aware.
Speaking of not moving, man, Man City out here getting smacked at Anfield. We're talking PFC. What is it? 3-1-5.
3-1-7.
Damn, dude, 3-1-7 already.
Hey, just like 3-1. No, they're 8 points.
So
damn
smooth.
it! If it was 3-1-8, it would have been perfect because it would have been 3-1 and 8 points up.
So smooth, dude. So smooth.
Actually, they're actually 7 points. No, they're not.
Sure, yeah.
They're 8 points ahead
No,
of
keep
Leicester,
trying. Keep trying.
9 points up.
One more attempt.
2
Matchday 12 review. We're getting into it. Man City playing at Anfield, getting smacked 3-1. Easily could have been 6 or 7 for me, man. Man City they weren't ready.
Well, Man City, they could have had one early too. They could have been like 2, 3, 4.
Let's talk about the early controversy, man.
VAR, baby.
VAR.
What is it good for? Not a fucking thing. Unbelievable. Dude,
Controversy,
Michael Oliver, you twat. Unbelievable. No call on the penalty.
Tell him like you see it. All right, so there's a
March down the field, Liverpool score right away.
handball, right? Trent Alexander-Arnold touches his hand. I saw it at first. I think my bias towards Liverpool definitely came up because at first I didn't think it was a handball. But dude, on like second replay, third replay,
His arm's out here.
and even if he didn't intend to do so, it prevented Raheem Sterling getting the
Dude,
ball
he was
behind.
coming in big gangbusters
knew
back
it.
post.
That would have been a finish.
You know
Liverpool
it.
would have been down early.
Well,
But instead-
at least they wouldn't have had a chance to go down the field and counterattack.
that's the interesting
You
thing.
know what I
about
mean?
this
Like, because
one.
everyone, I mean, City got counterattacked on 2 or 3 times with the Robertson goal, Robertson assist. But the first goal, especially, counterattack all day.
So what if Fabinho doesn't score that? I mean, it's such a
It's
tricky
an if game, but
right?
that
It's an
doesn't
if game,
happen
But
at
if
least.
Fabinho doesn't score, do you think the VAR calls it a penalty kick? Because it's almost like you have to negate the goal from Fabinho
give
or
it-
one
Dude,
strike.
I think
at home as well.
Man, this is going back like maybe 2 years now. There was a game in France. The ball went out. It was a goal that happened, but they looked at VAR, and the ball was out of bounds. They brought it back for an out of bounds all the way from there. So I think on this site, they still could have brought it back.
Man,
Even,
that would have
even
crushed
if it's a
Anfield.
goal.
The problem is the lack of balls on that call. It's a home field call at Anfield. It's Man
Lack of
City.
balls or lack of handballs?
No, it's the luck of Liverpool, man. They've had it for 2 years in a row.
Oh, no.
Dude, you
This
got
year,
seven-
yes. This year, yes.
No, you
but
got
not 2
7
years.
last year. They showed it. Like you guys
luck
got like
index.
7 goals where like 3 or 4 of them were offside. You got handballs, like all
And
that.
they
shit.
still
say
lost the league,
VAR,
guys. So with all that luck, they lost the league.
But this one, 9 points clear, man. City
8 points.
in shambles.
9 points
8
clear City, yeah.
in shambles as far as like healthy bodies, man. Zinchenko out, so Angelino.
Mendy
Al's
out.
boy had to come in. Mendy's out.
He could have been at fault for that second
This is
goal
what-
as well.
This is what.
Otamendi.
Yeah, no, Otamendi was on the bench for this
Oh, was
game.
he?
So
Was he fully
this is
fit?
when we were talking.
That's the question, though. Otamendi, was he fully
Yeah.
fit?
Doesn't matter. He
And
sucks
you're gonna,
anyways.
But you're going to trust Fernandinho as center mid over
matters.
Otamendi. And Gundogan fucking hapless out there. You know, when you got David Silva on the bench.
John Stones sucked today too. But this is why when Laporte got injured, like it's not just about the defending; it's about just the way they play. They don't look.
All right. So we talk about
Edison
Laporte.
too, guys. Let's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
forget
Edison
Edison.
more
Big
so,
deal.
in my opinion. Hey, Edison more so, in my opinion, than Laporte because, look,
Bravo sucks.
if you look at the 3 goals that Liverpool had, one maybe Laporte could have done something about maybe hitting it somewhere else.
You're-
But the
you're
other
Definitely could have with
but-
Salah.
but
Yeah.
Like
if he got his positioning correct, yeah,
most of
from
the
a
time
cross.
he gets his positioning. You know, what I mean, like
The
I'd rather
Mane
have
one,
Laporte in that
no.
position than Fernandinho.
That's a goalkeeper error. Goalkeeper needs to come
Yeah,
out
so-
for that and hit that.
I don't think that's an error though, because look at that ball.
Yeah.
I don't think
And
it's
that's
an
another
error,
thing,
but
too,
like the
across.
goalkeeper could have gotten that.
But he put so much pace on the ball, it kind of eliminated. It's one of those crosses I believe eliminated the goalie and the defender. That's why it's a great cross. Like I think you got to give
I
credit.
thought
to
it was all right,
to
but I
Andrew
thought like
Robertson.
he was going for it, and then you see him pull back.
That's what happens when it's whipped in with pace. When it's
but
floating,
Should have
That's
went
what I
for
mean.
it, man.
That's
Because
how-
at least at that point, you're making an attempt instead of. Listen, like we know Claudio Bravo. Since his time at City, since he came over, he's been
Shady.
he's been
Shaky
arguably
warrior.
one of the worst keepers, and he's gotten more goals.
But they brought him
conceded
over because
than
he's awesome with his feet, right? He's awesome with his feet. Hands, forget about that. He's a goalie. Need to be good with feet, right? That's why they brought him over.
It's not just that, man. I mean, dude,
didn't say that,
Ederson
did I?
being
No,
out.
that's why the Pep and City brought him over because he was awesome with his feet.
The VAR controversy early on, but man, half the goalies in this league will save that job from Fernandinho. I mean, it's 30 yards out, 30 plus yards.
I don't know, dude.
It was a great strike,
Fabinho,
dude.
What did I say?
bro.
Fernandinho?
That was
Yeah,
the
Fabinho,
waste, man.
No, Fabinho.
Dude, it was a straight line. It wasn't a fucking swerve. Like,
It reminds me.
Angle,
Two
man.
And it was the
2 years
direction
ago.
was near post, man. It was like very close to touching the post.
2
Are
years
you a
ago.
top tier goalie?
It remind.
He is. Look, he could have pulled out a special. That's what you're saying, but I think it was a fucking pin.
2
It was,
years
dude.
ago.
It was. I'm not
It
saying
reminds me of Ox's goal.
Can you hold on? We're having a conversation.
About this goal, which I'm saying, it reminds me of the Ox goal.
you take
There's
it. Go ahead.
Look, Edison's not going to say that.
Damn,
He's not. That was a perfect shot.
All right, you're right.
I don't believe. I disagree with you. I don't think
What was the
Bravo,
Mane goal
Edison,
like again?
De
The third
Gea.
one? He got over
I
the
don't.
diving
Buffon, I
header?
don't care who's in net. I think that's a goal.
Henderson cross.
Yeah, Henderson with it. It was a great cross. Don't get it twisted, but I just thought the keeper could have done better. The first goal, I agree with Huss. I mean, that's you don't make him like that. Like that's just like
Hey, how about not clear through the middle?
Yeah, man, that's basic.
That's good. That's
shit.
Gundogan. And if you're gonna clear it, like might as well just put your all behind it. Like I know you guys want to play the system play.
It was a sucker punch, man. When City's protesting down the field, they lose focus in that moment. They don't transition as quickly as they should.
It's on them, bro.
Midfielder picks the ball up and he pings, and it's a horrible clearance, like Huss was saying. Like Liverpool took advantage of it. They're at home, and Pep's record against Klopp has been pretty bad. Was he suffered like 7 L's? Maybe now this is the 8th L
in the Premier League,
to him.
especially
So,
Germany, different story.
dude, Liverpool's home record has been ridiculous. They said something like 400 days.
46 games in a row.
They've been
they've
beaten
won.
at home. That's
Unbeaten, not
that's what
unbeaten.
champions are made of. You go unbeaten at home and then you take care of business away. Liverpool look like champions right
But
now.
again, Klopp, when he first came in, he said the number one thing that he wanted to do with the team was make sure that we never lose at home. He wanted to make the Anfield a fortress. I believe that's word for a fortress right there.
That's
That's
how you say that
a
word.
well used phrase.
No, it is.
That's
But
like-
it could be well used phrase, but at least Klopp backed it up. That's the thing. Most managers don't back it up.
Okay.
He's backed it up.
That's real.
Let's talk about
Salah's back, dude. The front look. All right,
Salah and Mane
two-thirds
scored.
of the front
Can we
three.
talk about
It's
this?
LS
No.
of the front
Here's
three.
my thing, and I knew you were gonna say that. When Firmino doesn't score, doesn't get a goal, doesn't create an assist, still somehow Liverpool find a way to win and score 3 goals. But he did well, man. I'm telling you, like if you watch the
I'm
game,
not doubting you. I'm not saying he was shit this game. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying he won't. That's why he won't get his credit from some people, from some critics, because he doesn't get the goal or the assist. But if Firmino wasn't in this game, man, they would have struggled. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling
Yes.
you. They would've
Yes.
struggled.
You're about to start laughing at me. That's
No. Here's the thing.
Yeah,
No,
but he
here's the
won't
thing.
get his credit because he doesn't get the goal or the assist.
Look, he got a 7.5 without scoring a goal. Mane got a 7.7 with a goal. Fabinho got a
All of them were
7.6
Fabinho.
with a
Can you
goal.
pronounce his
Sorry,
players' names,
Fabinho.
right?
Yeah, Fabinho. Robinson got a
Fabinho.
7.3 with an assist. Salah got a 7.9 with a goal. The point is, he's scoring higher or roughly the same area. That's fine. Harry can do it. But the point
bring up Harry Kane.
is, he didn't score, he didn't get assists, but everything he does to chip in, to come back, to allow the wingers to go forward more.
Yeah.
And he takes the pressure off
Bro.
the midfield because we only have 3 in there.
my bad.
Along with all that, we won against the second best team in England.
The Mane
and
could have been
Harry
the
Kane
same.
lost.
The best team.
But
Second best right now.
say what you will about
No, he's got the
Firmino. It's not about him. It's
You
about
say Sergio Firmino?
It's about Mane FC. Here's a
What
stat,
about Salah?
Here's a stat for you. No, it's fuck Salah, dude. Doesn't do dick. All right.
He scored.
Let me
He
talk. Let me finish.
Let me talk.
Sadio Mane's on a streak. I know 50 games at Anfield unbeaten, 40 wins, 10 draws. He hasn't lost a game. It's the longest streak in any ground by any player in the history of the league. This guy plays at home. You guys don't lose. I mean, it's no
Mane FC.
This is Mane FC.
And you're saying that Salah did nothing because he actually rated higher.
I'm just talking.
He was
shit.
a player of the
Hey,
match.
okay,
No, we're
Huss,
talking about who the alpha
Huss,
is. Look,
Huss,
the
you
beta
ask
could
a
be
question,
right
then you
there.
talk over me. I was joking about Salah not doing shit. He scored a great goal. It was a class header. All right, he did his job. He got his goal. Mane got his goal. But the point, the underlying issue is that Mane is carrying this team through thick and thin.
He was involved. It was because of his pass that the scuffle happened in the middle and Gundogan.
You can't game plan for this guy, man. He's too much. He's
He's
a
the
wild
best.
card.
He's
His
the best player in the
his
Premier League right
athleticism
now.
and he
with
was
his
playing
ability.
right back today as well. So.
Dude, he
Bro,
tracks
that's what
back,
I'm
dude. He
bringing-
plays defense when it matters.
Dude, Klopp tactically set up Liverpool so brilliantly, man. Mane was playing right back. Sometimes Firmino, this is what we're talking about. Firmino will drop all the way down at left back sometimes.
Bro, it was basically
Defensive mid.
4-1-4.
Oh
in
my
defense.
god!
So Fabinho would troll, but like everyone else would drop back into like these wing back.
The
positions.
right back, the left back, who was it? Andrew Robertson and Trent Alexander-Arnold would like tuck inside to the
Almost a
18
flat
to
back
make it that
full
compact.
kinda, yeah.
And then the right winger and left winger would drop down to play like in the traditional right back and left back spots outside of the 18. Man. So it was so clogged up in there.
Great.
It dealt with the Man City runners. Like tactically, you could see that Klopp set them up for success in this
couldn't
game.
serve the ball. Obviously, Man City lives off their fullback serving the ball when they can't break you down inside. Angelino had maybe 1 or 2 crosses. Obviously, the goal I think
he had
came
a bunch
from
of
him.
crosses in this game. They just
And
a
it
lot
was
of them
like-
didn't connect.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean, or is that like him crossing the ball?
No, I thought I saw him get stuffed a lot more than.
No, he got a couple of crosses, and they're just Van Dijk winning headers.
They were just so
Lovren
compact.
winning
Yeah,
headers.
it's fine. Like they'll take that. You know, like they don't.
And
They
this
want
was
to
like
stop the
also
crosses,
for Man
but
City
yeah.
a case of missed chances. I mean,
So-
how many tap ins did Aguero have taken? He just, I don't know what it is about.
Even the handball call, he fucking lost his head. The ball was right in front of him, but he lost the plot.
I don't know. I don't know what it is about Anfield, but in 10
Recently.
years in the Premier League and like 1 year with Atletico, he hasn't been able to score at Anfield ever.
Some players have those bogey teams.
No, I
you
know that, but I'm
some
just
teams
saying.
as well. That's what I'm saying. That's
He
what it
gets
might
so
be.
close. He gets ever so close every time. Like he had at least 2 opportunities.
but he was
where they're just tapping.
He was like cowish today. Like that tapping he had where he like kind of missed the ball, like swung it early. Like I don't know what the fuck is up with Aguero. That it's just a bogey team, like we're saying.
Might
And
be
then
in his own
Raheem
head.
Sterling didn't show up today either. I mean,
I mean, they were ready for him.
I've
though.
Trent
If anyone-
Alexander-Arnold
They were
anyone
doubling
was
him
gonna
and
get stuffed-
tripling him, man. Like they would. It was genius how they set up center midfielders so close. Like
And they put 2 work rate guys in there, Hendo and fucking Weege.
Henderson
and
was
obviously
playing like a
Fabinho's
false
kinda-
right mid role today.
Oh, by the way, fucking Weege. Top 5 doesn't sound so crazy anymore, huh?
nah, it
He's-
doesn't,
he's
man.
He's heading
No,
for
Thank
it, bro.
you,
And
thank
we're
you.
going
The
into
guy's
Euros.
so underrated. This team is about underrated players. Robinson, Trent, Milner.
I don't think these guys
Love
are
Weege.
underrated.
I think these were underrated a year, 2 years. All these players,
Yeah,
they're
but
up
we're
and
talking
coming.
now.
They're up and coming, but they're
I
underrated.
think the
Yeah,
guys
they
who
have to
gave
prove it.
the examples are not underrated anymore. Like when
no, not anymore. But Henderson.
Weege
but,
for me is still underrated.
but when you look at this team, pound for pound, even let's say a couple years ago when we faced Real Madrid, you look at it, you laugh. If you look at those, if you look at the 2 lineups, you're basically laughing. But Salah goes down without those 2 blunders by Karius. If we have,
If
yeah, no, but the thing is, it's Karius. Come on,
if
those
Yeah, he messed
2.
up.
But what I'm saying is that's a 1-1 game. We
Maybe.
we hung to a 1-1 game with Ronaldo, Bale. Is all these
Bale came off the bench.
But the thing is, you have a team that Klopp made up of a bunch, except for like Van Dijk. But Salah was underrated. Mane was actually no. Mane was rated perfectly, but then he popped. Firmino's underrated. Henderson's underrated.
Yeah, no, you're
Ouija
right.
was underrated.
Huss, most of them
Lovren,
proved it last
Matip,
year.
all underrated.
until you won Champions League. And then
it-
when you won Champions League, and I
Everyone's
get
rated.
what you're saying, so I agree with you, dude. You were an underrated team, and then everyone
we're
popped.
But he's
about now.
he's
No, but
Wijnaldum
even
he's
then,
definitely
but even then, if you
Wijnaldum
look,
still kind of slept on.
even
Yeah,
because he does everything. He's a complete midfielder.
Trent and
Milner,
and
Henderson,
fucking-
they're not
Trent and
underrated?
Robertson- dude, Milner and Henderson were like lauded after they won Champions League. The person who didn't get the most accolades, you saw him, dude. It was Weege.
yeah.
Weege does the job. He's like the second name on that fucking starting lineup. Like
I mean-
he's so quiet and clean about it that no one brings it up. Everyone looks at
He does
Pjanic, Modric,
everything you
Pogba.
need in midfield. He
And
tackles,
Tom-
he passes, he
And
dribbles, he
he's
can
slick.
score,
You saw the Megs.
defends.
Remember that
Come on.
scoop goal he had? Like fucking
Dude, he was
energy.
he was bullying Bernardo Silva, one of the
killing Bernardo,
shiftiest guys in the league. He had him in his pocket,
Fucked him up,
and he was
bro.
bodying him.
dude.
Yeah, well,
He was
Fucking
impressive.
Watch out for Netherlands Euro 2020.
he plays
bro.
the 10 for them.
And
He plays in the
Proms
defense.
might be leaving at some
Proms.
point.
Quincy.
But the thing is, let's look at Liverpool. We talk
right,
about
man, let's wrap this
no.
shit
We will
up.
in a moment. But the point is, Liverpool.
knee pads.
This isn't the stereotypical best team in the league at the moment, where one player is just outstanding. We have 3 goals from 3 different players. We have a ball from going from Trent to Robertson
No, it's a
all
team.
the way to Salah.
I had
You have
Robertson
you have Henderson going down, crossing. Everyone's pitching in.
For sure.
Everyone. That's the scary part of Liverpool is that you can't really find too much of a weak link. When we say Lovren or Matip is the weak link, that's a good situation because anyone else Lovren would be starting for Man City probably right now because of the injuries. But
Probably
No.
not.
Only
No.
I think so.
The guy can't ball.
But okay, let's
It's Van Dijk. It's the effect of Van Dijk.
Dude, Pep would not take that guy.
Like if it
Pep
was
would rather
Montep
play
and
a
Lovren
centre
still
mid
in
from the
your
youth
back line.
academy.
Lovren and Otamendi, same thing. Otamendi has better feet, but yeah, I don't think Lovren would play.
okay. Well, I think
I hear what
you
you're
would.
saying.
I think
What I'm
he
saying
would.
is that
I think he would.
right now, even though that we chastise them at times, but sometimes, but Liverpool's in a great situation minus squad depth. Now, if they can find someone,
your squad depth needs to step up. I'm tired
Yes.
of hearing that because you got Naby Keita. He's always injured.
Ox.
Oxlade-Chamberlain,
who's been doing
He's
awesome,
been doing well.
He's been doing really
but
well.
Similar situation.
Joe Gomez.
He'll get injured.
Origi.
Joe Gomez.
Shaqiri.
He'll get injured.
So-
Origi, like I'm tired of hearing
But
the
again,
depth thing.
if you
This
look-
year, you guys have no excuses.
You can't say
Just
but
this
you can't say
game
look at
may
City,
have
'cause look at
well
them
defined
today.
the champion of
But
the English
again,
Premier
if-
League.
if
So
you-
if you slip, now that's my thing. Now, like,
Oh no,
become squeaky
that's a
bum time.
blemish.
You
Hey,
gotta
that's
hold
a
on to
huge
this
blemish
shit.
on Klopp right there. If we slip now, also,
Love it.
It's a
Let's
long-
go.
No,
It
no,
makes it even
but the
better.
thing is, but the thing is,
It happened last year.
but the
Happened
thing is-
last year. It's gonna happen
same
again this
thing-
year.
Same thing with the squad depth. You're looking at a lot of players that have been either injured or underrated. This team is built up. It's like the bad news bears. They're just winning.
Dude,
and they got lucky
fuck
with a
that.
few.
No.
They got a
No, you spent $500 million. Get the fuck out of here with that.
Bad news
Which is
bears.
bad
He's trying
news
to take
bears.
pressure.
Have you ever?
You know what the bad news bears are? It's the transition.
Have you ever seen Bad News Bears? Have you ever seen
Bears?
Have you ever seen Bad News Bears?
League. This is a
Thanks.
Champions League.
Have you
You're
ever-
in Europe.
have
He's
you
trying to
ever-
step back
Bad
away? I
News
don't want the spotlight. It's
Yeah.
too bright.
Have you ever seen
Get the
He had
fuck
to pay
outta
off the
here.
girl, the
Get
pitcher
outta here.
girl.
Yeah, he had a bunch of problems.
No,
You
he
don't have
had to
that. He didn't have a
pay her
Rolls
off,
Royce.
and then
He
he had
didn't
to
have a Rolls Royce.
he had to pay off that kid. He had to find a way. So those two kids are nasty. So okay, let's look at the schedules real quick. Till only.
Fuck me.
I know it's long, but this is such a huge game that everyone else has been eclipsed. But the point is,
Leicester.
to December 29th. Do you want to do Man City or Liverpool first?
Just go.
All right, Liverpool first? Okay, let's do Liverpool first. We got Crystal Palace, Brighton, Everton, Bournemouth, Watford, Leicester, Wolves. You got basically two teams inside the top 8.
Yeah, but
Let's look at
Huss,
City.
Hold on, I'm going to pause you there. Press pause button. Dude, you guys do better against the teams placed higher in the league almost.
Okay.
say
Well,
that
let's go back. Let's go back to City right now. You got Chelsea, Newcastle, Burnley, Manchester United, Arsenal, Leicester, Wolves,
Well, take out
and the Blades.
Take United- hold on, before you go.
No, then you have a whole fucking repeat of the calendar for the rest of the year,
I
man.
know-
It's
I
way too early
understand
to talk
that.
about.
I understand that,
Take
but in
United
the
out of that.
next,
We'll drop for them.
But
We'll
I know,
drop
but
for
in the
that.
next 9 or 10 games or whatever, 8 games, there's a better possibility that City are going to jump points rather than Liverpool. Even though there's a huge cluster F
course.
with
You guys have a
Liverpool's
friendly
schedule. But the point, no, not a friendly schedule. We already went through the toughest time.
But like going forward, you have a friendly
Chelsea,
schedule.
the Derby at Manchester. You got Arsenal, Leicester right now.
All right.
All right, let's.
I mean, you
move
have
on,
a lot of tough
transition.
games for City.
The Foxes, as Tiki was trying to introduce roughly
hard.
20
So hard.
years ago. Leicester to Arsenal nil.
Honestly,
Just-
we're only talking about this team because Leicester's in this game, not Arsenal.
That's it.
I know,
That's
exactly.
it.
Hold
That's
on.
exactly
So
it.
why are you taking so much joy from it? Why the fuck you just jab at us? Yeah, shut up.
Because they're top 2 team in the league. Top 2.
Yeah, and you just like
You-
kicking a man when he's down. You
Top
got
two.
no honor.
You can't
You guys
get
got no honor.
Tom,
Spitting
Tom,
on him
It's
while
the
he's
same-
down.
When we're up and we're down, you come at
Hey,
us.
fucking killed
hey,
us.
he enjoyed-
Leicester,
Pogba,
Jose.
No,
He
no,
was
no.
stoking off fire all year last
I told
year,
it
dog.
specifically. but you guys are getting
Leicester's top 2. Emery can't even get the top 3 players in his team for a starting lineup.
Yeah, I don't know.
Bro.
What's
Ozil, right wing, not Pepe. Okay.
if you're not
Okay,
so
Emery,
you're still
Emery,
Emery
it
in?
might be time to leave if you're putting Ozil over Pepe.
Look, man, I'm gonna
Come
say
on
this.
now.
I think the Ozil one was like, okay, we got another guy, Xhaka, who's gone off the reservation. Let's bring one guy into the
No, send them
fold. Two,
together.
he's class. I applauded him starting this game, not because of work rate, but I could see what he was trying to do in my head at least. I think what he was trying to do was leave Ozil to basically hang up top like a striker when
Free roll.
Arsenal doesn't have the
Yep.
ball. Get it into Ozil. Lacazette and Aubameyang will bomb
That's
off.
cool, but
I think
Pepe
that
could
was
do
a-
that and run back.
Not like
No,
Ozil.
Pepe can't
Not
do
like
it like that.
Ozil.
Not to say it was
Can't pass
successful.
like
Look,
Ozil.
we can't look at the starting
can't
lineup
do
and say
anything
they
like
lost
Ozil.
because of Ozil. Now, look, maybe you can, like, after the game has started, you can say, okay, Ozil was lazy. But, like, I didn't see a lot of laziness. Obviously, he doesn't give you a lot defensively. But I didn't see him being targeted like, yo, let's attack Ozil's side. What it was for me was just Leicester is just a team of
Leicester's on
self-belief.
fire right now. I saw the tactical plan. I know people want to deny it because we've had a bunch of, I guess, non-wins. We've won 2 in our last 11.
A lot
So,
of troops for that. I was about to say that.
so look, man, it's harsh right now. When things are going bad, everyone's gonna pile on. I get it.
For sure.
I'd like to see Ozil, Pepe, Aubameyang, and Lacazette
Front
on the
four,
field
yeah.
at the same time. Just play a 4-3-3.
Or
Aubameyang.
4-2-3-1.
Yeah, you can play it adapted where Aubameyang starts on the left, but then he comes more inside.
Like
Left
Rashford
forward.
does.
And then Pepe's right wing and Ozil's underneath, and maybe he operates on the left, where I know he typically likes to operate on the right and cut in. But look, man, for me, dude, the quality isn't there, man. The quality isn't there defensively. We have these attacking players. The team's not balanced. And it's like, when I watched this game, there were moments where we bossed it. There was like 20 minutes where I was like, all right, fuck, we're going to get a goal. Could not stick the knife in. So I see the chances being created. That's why I'm not ready to be like Emery out. Arsenal's just come back and they've dropped the fact that the board's behind them and they're sticking with Emery and all that. So
Until the end of the
But see,
summer,
the thing I didn't like about
I'm
the
fine with
Arsenal
that.
was that they played with the 5 defensive players
Back
on
three.
the field because they played a 3-back with the 2 wing backs. By doing that, you're basically keeping Pepe off the field. Now you can keep Ozil on the field, but by having basically the 3-back, but which is really 5. Go back to the 4-back then. Go to the 4-3-3. Let Pepe be on. Let Ozil come to the middle. But it's actually not Ozil keeping him off. It's Bellerin or Kolasinac that are keeping Pepe off the field.
But he's also thinking, damn, they got Vardy. He's going to get him behind.
So you
They
go
got
three.
wingers
So you
who
go
are gonna
3-back.
If
If it's Vardy who's going in behind and you're doing 3-back, that means Vardy has a 1v1 against Luis.
But you never let me finish because there's other players who go in behind. They're fast wingers. Harvey Barnes going to look to either dribble with it or run in behind and score. Same thing with Damari Gray. He's going to look to get at his feet. If he can't get at his feet, he's quick enough. So I think the back 3, it gives you an extra center back.
So that's
basically,
it's
to help you
kind of
out.
true. But at the same time, we just talked about Liverpool, how they came in, suffocated the middle. And those Mane and Salah, I know, I understand that. Mane and Salah came back and helped out.
Oh, you're telling me Europe. Okay,
You're telling
so the team that won the Champions League,
a
that's what you're talking
$70
about.
million player cannot come back and help out.
Yeah, he can come back and help out.
I'd rather him on the field than Kolasinac or
And that's
Bayern.
why Unai Emery is gonna get these questions. Like I'm not saying there's no pressure on Unai Emery, dude, but at the same time, like I can see why. When I can't see why you're doing things,
Well,
then
when
I'm
there's a
gonna be a
car
little bit
crash,
more
I can see
concerned.
why they crashed. I just don't.
Dude,
I wouldn't do it.
You know what Emery has to do, man, to get the best out of the squad? You got to play 3 across the front. You got to play with the trident. You need to get either Saka, who's actually pretty exciting to watch. You know, he's
Been shit
unpredictable.
the past month, but okay.
I'm saying, dude, you rotate him, but you play your boy there, the new boy, with
Pepe.
Aubameyang and Lacazette across the front 3. Ozil behind.
Yeah, I agree, man. I want that.
Because other than that, you can't sub this guy on the field unless you're taking off one of the big guns.
And
Because you have no wingers. You have Bayern and Kolasinac playing on the outsides.
Dude,
Speaking of that,
there's no
he
real-
comes
unless
on
you-
the 77th minute. 77th? 13 minutes. Hey, go win the game. 13 minutes to do it.
and he's been doing it. Like I don't know if you guys been
Do it
watching, but
55th,
Pepe's
60th.
he's been catching a little bit of form. He's got a couple dimes,
Europas.
corner kicks.
It makes no sense.
You know what I mean? So he's been catching a little form. So I don't understand. Like he's playing him in Europa, then he'll rest him and he'll rotate him.
Emery's
It's a whole
overthinking
thing.
right now.
Dude,
He doesn't. We have yet to see like all of
best
our new
11.
signings and like our strongest Arsenal
Where's
team.
Tierney? Why is Tierney playing in the Europa League on a Wednesday with like Martinelli and Martinez?
Why is he not playing-
And why is he not playing the big Premier League games? What was the point of bringing him in? Kolasinac? This guy's been a fraud for 2 years.
I don't know about fraud.
I wouldn't
No,
say
he's
fraud. No,
been-
I
don't know
like
about
him. I
fraud.
actually
I
do
think
like him.
fraud is strong. I think fraud is strong.
Suspect.
But not even. He just is what he is. Like he's not a quality defender, but going forward, he's gonna get crosses.
He didn't do shit this
He's
game
big.
going forward.
Bro, again, we're playing against Leicester and we're playing against Pereira, who was killing him down that side, dog.
Did
Hey,
hold on,
Snacks.
hold on,
That's
Hey,
like
hey,
we're
no,
talking
no,
a lot
Snacks,
about
Snacks.
Arsenal, but
Snacks.
Leicester's fucking nasty.
We played Leicester, and we fucking did it. We beat them 1-0.
Yeah.
Clean it up. You know what I mean? Like
Close
so, like
game,
it's,
though.
it was a
But
very
still.
close game, tight
We
game.
won.
I think again, your fucking problem, like I said, is that backline, dog.
Oh, 100%.
You were bragging about the third best attack in the league. Like, of course, on paper it is, but like they can't show up every week, and also they can't show up if the manager's not putting them in a position to show up, aka
And that's-
starting all of them.
And that's been my thing, right? We're gonna score goals. So
Hey, you know who was showing up? You know who was showing up? Jamie fucking Vardy.
Yeah, let's talk about a top four
Nobody,
team, not top
nobody.
six. Let's talk about top four team.
He's a top goal scorer in the league right now.
Throat.
Top goal scorer, 11 goals, 3 assists to add on to that. He had a goal and assist in this game. The guy who had the chance to go to Arsenal, 3 years ago, 4 years ago now.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
He
Could
stayed.
have gone there. He stayed.
never
People
sold that.
ridiculed him.
Never sold
Too
out.
afraid to jump.
He can
Now
suck
the
it.
teammate has come full circle. Leicester pushing for top 2 at this point, top 3 in the league, and Vardy's at the fulcrum of this fucking team. 11 goals, man, top goal scorer. He's on
back.
pace to hit
Old
20
man is
again.
back.
So last week I was saying that if Leicester got Zaha, I'd be ready to say that Leicester has a better on paper roster than Arsenal. I think that's already happened. I think they
Better
other
midfield.
than Aubameyang and maybe Lacazette, because I would even take
maybe.
Vardy. I would take Vardy over Lacazette.
But you said roster, so
No.
like you gotta.
Yeah, on paper.
Yeah.
So I'm just looking at the 11v11 starters, whatever, all that kind of, and I would take Vardy over Lacazette. So I'd probably, other than Aubameyang, I would take Leicester's squad. I would, because look who's better. I would take Schmeichel over Leno. I would take the whole back line over that back line. I would
take
take
the mid.
all the midfields
Kinda tough,
over that midfield. And no, it's not a diss.
I know it's not. That's why I'm not taking it personally.
But it's like Leicester has better scouting. Arsenal took Leicester's head scout.
Yeah, but then what did he do fucking
and then-
9 months later?
Yeah,
Son,
they
Kieran
left.
Tierney
He
said
left.
he wouldn't
He
play.
fucking left.
And probably because he wasn't able to do it the way he
it.
wanted to, because
That's it.
there's
Arsenal
too much
won't spend.
micromanagement. And I don't know who's worse for owners. I don't know if the Glazers or whatever his goddamn is.
know
He
why
shouldn't
the
even
Glazers
mention.
aren't
He's
already-
the
You know why?
Spend, man.
no,
They'll
for
spend.
Arsenal.
Glazers
But,
spend
Stan
and we
Kroenke.
get silverware. Not the silverware that matters, aka Champions League and Premier League, but
But-
like there's still like silverware coming in, or there's still big tournaments being played
and
for.
Arsenal's
Guys, we're in
they're
turmoil.
coming.
Okay,
They're coming.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. We're in turmoil.
like,
Mid
no,
and
I don't-
turmoil.
Now you don't want to talk
Here's
about
what I gotta
it.
say.
Yo,
We
Shaka-
forgetting about the Shaka situation. Like, this dude might not play for Arsenal again. We might get rid of him in
Dude, that's a
January.
blessing.
one less
Now,
center mid.
I
That
know,
is a-
I agree it's a blessing. It's about
yeah,
damn
but
time.
better than Herrera.
But at
Fuck
the
outta
same
here,
time,
man.
look, if you're Emery, understand what's happened, guys. He's basically snubbed an ex-world class player, World Cup winner, legend, Ozil. When he retires, Ozil is one of those legends we're going to look back, right?
yeah.
So he snubbed him at Arsenal. You're not playing any games.
From the jump, too.
From the jump. And then all of a sudden the board agrees, yeah, we want to get rid of him. Now it's like, fuck, we're desperate. So as a manager, you lose clout. The
it.
entire
The
morale of
respect.
the locker room's like,
Yeah, that's
okay,
it.
respect.
I thought you said we were done with this guy.
I get
Shaka, he's wilding out, goes at the fans.
Shaka's gonna come back.
Now Aubameyang's the captain. Like, so many things that happen
fucking
inside the
bananas.
locker room at Arsenal. We're looking at the field and results, but
Yeah. It's
what's
the
happening
background.
inside is what's causing what's happening outside.
And shout out to fucking Johnny Evans.
Oh my God, this guy.
Winding the clock. How many stuffs did he get this game?
He was moving
World-class
off the field.
interception. Yeah, dribbling
His
the ball
awareness
up.
of the field is, and you know what? The same thing happened with a few years back when Huth and Morgan were back there, where they're not so much underrated, but it was almost like Huth was rewinding back from
Yeah,
his Chelsea
for
days.
sure, man.
And he was the leader, and that's what Evans is right now.
get off
Evans,
your knees.
Evans not the leader.
No, I'm telling you right now.
No, Sionchu's
He's been
the
there.
leader, but Evans is like his
The
worthy
experience.
deputy.
I'm saying
Sionchu
he's
at
emotional,
Arsenal.
as in he's been there before.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
you want
yes. You
that
can turn
entire
to
team at
Evans and say,
Arsenal.
"Hey, man, what do we do in this cup final game?" Because Evans has been there.
But also, Vardy's been there before. But look, Telemans, Madison,
Dude, he's their best
Barnes. Holy crap, Barnes!
Javi Barnes.
If Liverpool was not in front of Leicester right now, and
Can't get
I would
rid
be
of
rooting for
Hey,
Leicester.
and by the way, Damari fucking Gray is gonna pop under this manager
Soon.
Watch my fucking.
I like the roller coaster that
Like,
he's
watch
had.
this quote.
Since he
Damari
came in, they're
Gray
like, oh, but then
It's showing
like,
signs
he's gonna
of
come.
fucking Sterling-esqueness. he's Sterling's project.
And you
He's
know-
that project at this club.
And you know
Watch
what?
Damari,
The thing
bro.
I love about
Kid's fucking
Rogers
nice.
right now, the
I was
Rogers,
Nah,
the thing.
Stealing the
bro.
thunder from you today.
So the
kid,
thing
bro.
about Rogers, what I really love, is that he got this team of young.
No one's listening.
I got some water right here. So the point is, so there's so much talent on this team, and Brendan Rodgers is finding a way to maneuver players so they can get on the field. Number one player, Perez. He wasn't really starting all the time. He was doing some good things. He came in, everything magical. He found a way to get him in the game and starting. This guy needs to start game in, game out.
Yeah, he got subbed off. He was a 6.4 rated.
Well, that's fine. No, that's fine. But every time he comes in,
Below
this-
average.
Jesus God. Go.
yeah. Oh my
How
God.
many?
Allergies, bro.
Yeah,
Damn.
you're allergic to
God
snacks,
bless.
I think. He's going to have to sit over there later. But Ndidi, player of the game. I mean, this guy, he hits the post, which
he's
everything Arsenal is missing in that position, man. I'd really like
United.
If we do,
Leicester has everything.
Right, guys,
besides
let's say Unai Emery gets fired.
Just buy their whole squad.
Let's say Unai Emery gets fired, right? Who is the manager you would bring into Arsenal?
Who would
Jose! Who would you bring in?
Jose.
No.
Seriously, who would you bring in to replace him?
What if they brought back Arsene?
I'd think.
Well, Ars is going to
faint.
Bayern Munich. It's almost closed. He says they want him, so I don't think he's going.
So,
back.
oh my goodness, I just blanked. Old
Luis
Barcelona,
Enrique.
Yes.
I'm not happy about that.
So him and Jose, who would you pick between the two?
That's just Spanish director.
No, I'm asking you guys. Who
Jose.
would you pick to replace Unai Emery?
No, the thing is, here's the thing. If you're gonna go all in, go Jose. But you gotta be all in. If you go half-ass, Jose's gonna ruin your club.
Dude, he will ruin our club anyway.
No,
He doesn't fit. He's this Arsenal. He said,
but like there's a
specialist in failure. He's been.
He's a speedster. He'll get you jumping up.
Wenger. That wasn't Arsenal.
But in general, he's dissed Arsenal, bro.
Yeah, because Wenger was there.
Not just Wenger, but just talking about Chelsea compared to
of
Arsenal.
Course.
What
are you supposed to say?
So if he were to come, he got to apologize. He got to do. Yes. He has to take certain measures versus a new freshman. That's why I don't think Jose would be a good fit.
Or he would just say, "Hey, I'm about to bring this team where it never's been before."
2 years for 2 years, and then we drop off.
But then that's fine.
They've
like
won the
now
league.
you get to re-up.
Wouldn't win in trouble.
With who is it? Because it could fucking cause more turmoil.
Maybe,
you know, Jose.
Maybe.
Who would you bring in?
I would bring one guy in. And I remember something you said last week. You don't want Jose because he's the quick fix, but long term it's not good.
It's not gonna last
long term guy you want. This is the guy I want at United. If God forbid, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer gets sacked. Lucien Favre from Dortmund. I know he just got spanked 4-0 by Bayern this past weekend, but
they always get smacked though.
Look at the resurgence of Marco Reus playing as a 10. Jadon Sancho, Paco Alcacer, bro. Paco Alcacer. You like that? In his first 8 shots he took on target last season, he scored 8 goals.
That's pretty damn plenty.
That's the coach's reason. That's the coach's.
Mario Götze's starting to come
That's all
back.
coach, man.
I understand they just got spanked 4-0 by Bayern.
I like that show.
That one's an asterisk because like if you look at the last 4 games they've played at the Allianz, they got smacked like 5-1, 4-0. Like it's a kryptonite. So it's almost like it doesn't count. I'm with you, man. You got to look past that one result.
So if you want that guy that can build something, and he might not be the guy that wins you the title or wins you the Champions League, but this guy will get the foundation started. So when you bring in
that left field shout, Snacks. That's kind of a left field. I like that.
I said that on the United Pulse podcast, and people loved it. So that's the one. I want him at United. I feel like he would help develop our out of form players / like players that like don't mix. Like I think he would be that great. I want to say like medicine to like heal those guys up. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like Pogba would be no doubt in my mind best midfielder in the world with him as his manager. Okay. Look at Axel Witsel.
No,
dude. I'm telling you who I'm bringing back, and
bring him back.
Yeah,
back.
You have to bring him back, Patrick Vieira. I think the greatest leader Arsenal
Frankie,
has ever
Ole,
seen.
Patrick,
I think
be awesome.
Look, man, I
That's
know
not a bad
this
shot.
one is.
What do you mean it's not a bad shot? Literally,
it.
Arsenal is at their worst they've ever been.
Dude, it's like Henri de Monaco.
This guy says,
it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
You know why?
That's horrible. I ran back.
Oh
my goodness!
Giggs.
I just went to the bathroom.
Patrick Vieira.
Look, here's the thing. I just went to the bathroom and I was thinking, who else?
Yeah,
come on, get the hell out of here! I had to run back because Vieira. No. The thing is,
let it fail.
I'm not going to miss much. And then I hear Patrick Vieira. Are you kidding me, bro? No.
Why not?
Why?
Because he was an ex-player? Is that the...
No,
that's because he's got no experience.
I'm okay with ex-players.
Tactically, yeah, bro, he's not this brilliant manager. He's got experience.
That's not... He's got experience. NYFC. NYFC make playoffs.
Would you rather your manager, your future manager, quote unquote, be an ex-manager of Derby or New York FC?
Championship or MLS?
I'm going championship, obviously.
Oh, so Frank Lampard's doing well. But Vieira,
I'm not doing the
MLS Cup just happened today. The MLS Cup just happened today. What has
Arsenal been missing for the longest? What has Arsenal been missing?
Heart and balls and a budget.
Tom, no.
100%.
Bullshit.
100%.
We're missing a fucking defense. Never mind heart
Exactly.
and balls.
And-
Just a
defense
defense.
is about heart and balls.
What
This
position did Patrick Vieira play for Arsenal?
Bro, it's not
What
position.
position did he play?
Literally, if Unai Emery, instead of spending fucking 80 on a winger, like I've been saying, maybe bringing Tyrone Mings, all of a sudden you have a lead
Okay, so
back there.
Unai had his choice, right? He had
But
his
it's
what
not
he could have
It's not
done.
because Unai wasn't an ex-player, bro. Like, it's just
I'm
simply
saying
you
he
made the
fucked
wrong
up,
buy.
regardless of what it was.
Patrick Vieira can easily do the same thing
All right,
and bring it in.
or what?
Bro,
And it's not
emotional,
okay.
man.
That's transfers.
I can't
That's
believe you're making
transfers.
this argument. I'm so
And that's
sad.
transfers.
I'll be
And
honest with
Patrick
you.
Vieira-
That whole ex-player thing is
man.
too much of your heart because how many
So
times have we
emotional.
seen an ex-player come in and have success? All right, Zidane is one thing,
lot.
but it's also because he had CR7.
No.
Once he left,
Sustain,
what
no,
happened?
sustained success. Yeah,
Yeah.
you come in and have the bombs. You saw Ole.
But he also had the best player in the world for the last 5 years.
games without a win. Like,
Well, guys,
this
a
shit-
lot of managers are ex-players.
No, but not of that
Player
club.
of the
But not
club.
of that
I
club.
want to
Okay.
ask you a quick question. Look at his track record. Do you think Vieira is qualified for the Arsenal
Yeah,
job?
Tom, come on.
I hope to God.
I definitely
I
think
hope
it's-
that you guys
No,
sign
hold on,
Vieira.
and I'll say this,
Oh
I'll say
my
this. He's
God.
going to Solskjaer came from Molde.
Yeah.
At least he won the league title there at least
Yeah,
once.
I hope that United
I'm not saying
have
he was
gigs,
credit-
and I hope that Vieira comes in.
I didn't
for
know said he
Arsenal.
was qualified for the job, but at least he had like championship experience.
I know, and Patrick Vieira doesn't have that.
No,
per
he-
se.
he's
But
a-
that's
he's
why
a-
I'm
one
mad.
thing that he needs.
Dude, we saw it.
We need Arsenal
Yo.
need to bring back in general. I think Arsenal need to bring back more
know, you
legends
should-
to the club.
you should,
I know
and-
Freddie Ljungberg's there right now.
Yeah.
Give it,
And
Bro,
as
you
an
need to bring
assistant,
him in
as a
and-
first,
you need to
he
bring
was
him
at
in.
Bremen, I believe, in Germany.
So,
You need to bring
So-
him in and put him in the youth, put him in the U23s, maybe an assistant on Unai's staff. But like, bro, we saw it with Henry at Monaco. You know what I mean? Like he thought he could come in, bro.
So
what just
Vieira
as
also
bad.
is coaching Nice in France, right? So it's not just in MLS.
Okay, but how do you
I
do
thought-
it?
You know what I mean?
said
So-
that, and look at his track record.
First,
As
hey,
a
He's
great-
he
hasn't found the right club.
his first year, first year at Nice.
So United should just bring back Roy
First
Keane.
year at Nice. First year at Nice.
Yeah, they brought back Ole.
Finished at 7th place. Patrick Vieira, first year at Nice. Currently in 13th, I believe.
All right.
Nice
trending- it's
were a
trending
Champions
the right
League
way.
team before Vieira came in.
Yeah, and then they sold what's his name? Maxime, Pepe as well. I think was on
No,
Pepe
it
was
was
on Bale.
Balotelli. It was
They
Val-
got
you know
sold
who the
some
manager-
guy.
Super Mario.
They sold someone from Nice. I
You know who the
remember.
manager of Nice was? Lucien Favre.
Look, like I told you, I don't mind that shout, but I want Vieira back at my club.
Look, I gotta say
Vieira,
bring him back as the academy coach.
Oh, wait, one more.
and bring him up. Come
One more
on,
fun
you
question.
can't just throw him in there because that's ridiculous to say
right.
he's going to
Hey,
take over Arsenal.
You're ridiculous.
No,
Leicester-
because even with Lampard
No,
right now,
Huss.
the amount of talent that he has,
Huss.
it's because they've been loaning out players for the last 35 players for every year.
We don't have
until
any
this
balls. We don't
but
have
the
any
point
heart.
is,
He'd bring that.
Huss.
All right,
Give
so
us
last
some
question
heart.
before we move on from Leicester. This Leicester team's obviously primed to get picked apart in a couple of years. Today, you get to make one signing for your club. Who do
Ndidi.
you sign and why? Ndidi. Cool.
Why?
Number 6, just badass.
Wait.
Tom,
Oh,
who do
wait,
you
wait,
sign?
you want
Is this
an
realistic?
Realistic, today you get to
You
sign
can sign
a
anyone on
magical
that
day.
team.
One
on
guy.
Arsenal.
No, on
Leicester.
It's
One guy.
either
One guy you
Madison.
get
It's
to
Madison
I'm
or
signing-
Ndidi.
Pick
No,
one, bro.
I'm signing Yuri
If you
Telemans.
get a boy,
I'm signing-
from Leicester.
I'm
okay.
signing I'm signing Telemans.
Tillemans.
I'm signing Telemans.
Ndidi. Huss.
You go first.
I got Ndidi, bro. Give me
It,
Ndidi.
it might have to be Ndidi because Milner and Henderson are going to be on their way out.
Fabinho, bro. That's
Well, no.
Fabinho's spot.
Well, I can't say his name. The center back with the I would say him. Put
Okay.
him next.
Okay.
Put him
I
next
like
to
that.
Virgil.
Tillemans, he's the
Guys.
best player on that team.
Thank
Tillemans
you.
is nice.
He's got
All right.
Tillemans
Fine,
turned
Tillemans,
professional.
put him next to-
He's the best player on
At
that
16
team.
years old,
He is the best player.
he's
in
been
that
growing
team.
into it.
Filthy.
I think he's got
Filthy.
like next level world class
Filthy.
potential.
And he's gonna be playing next to KDB, bro.
My
in the
God.
Euros.
You know what I hate about us right
Belgian.
now? We didn't even talk about Leicester's goals. Really, the Madison goal.
Yeah,
The
that was nice.
silkiness.
The little under,
even
like,
after
yeah,
the game,
power.
Madison talked about how there's other strikers in world football at the top level who are so selfish. And they'll score goals, and they'll just shoot
that
a lot of
all the
goals.
fucking
But
time,
the
man.
one thing he said about Vardy was, yeah, he'll score a lot of goals, but he's super unselfish. And you saw right there, he didn't have an angle.
why, bro?
He dropped it back to Madison, and Madison, come on, that's clean.
That's so
a clean
You know why,
finish.
bro? It's a guy who's achieved something. He doesn't need to. He doesn't have this
game for
chip
so
on his
long.
shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
That's a
gotta
shot.
move on.
That's a
Move on.
shot. You just wave to him again. Have a nice
Chelsea
ride home.
2, Crystal Palace 0. Captain America again popping up with another goal. making me look like a fucking dumbass, but it seems like that's not hard these days. And Tammy again. I picked up Tammy in fantasy.
He's nice, huh? Yo,
16
Tammy,
points.
man, he's so just...
So I want to touch on
I
one
love
thing.
it. Go for it,
I
man.
want to touch
Go
on
for
one
it.
thing. Obviously, Tammy Abraham, he's English. He's been getting compared a lot to Rashford. I don't want to make this Rashford versus Tammy,
For
but
sure.
But you're doing it.
this dude is just an unbelievably good natural goal scorer.
Wait.
And I don't know what it was.
Who would you rather have right now?
No, hold on. Let him finish, man. Let him get this out.
Okay, sorry.
He's just, again, a naturally, like, God-given talent goal scorer. Like, at left or right, overhead kicks, nice clean finishes, chips. Like, this guy can do it all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
to answer your question, Huss, considering Rashford's now a left winger, I will take Rashford.
He's now a left winger?
Wait.
I mean, hey.
Al,
Is
Al,
my
who would
pick
you...
was
this
busted.
just
Wait,
happened?
let's hear from the United boys. Who would you take? Tammy or Rashford?
For what purpose?
For playing
now,
and
bro.
scoring goals.
Yeah,
On the
gotta bring it
fucking
down.
road.
No. Just
For
straight
me,
up,
it's
one for one.
fucking
Monday
so
or Tuesday.
fucking easy. Rashford, bro.
That's my guy.
See,
fucking so...
Hussy,
How many trophies is
Good
Tammy
high five,
on?
guys. Good high fives.
Huss,
Huss,
Hey,
bro.
just like Rashford, missing the mark.
Contact is fucking...
Wide open.
What are you talking about? We make
Wide
contact.
open.
To answer your question, Huss, I'm also with these guys with Rashford just because he's more dynamic. Tammy's a quintessential number 9, but dude, Rashford is like he plays like a young. He plays like he's been.
Dude, spit on us?
He's been on the special bble since he broke in. And it's like we're all waiting. We can't say it yet,
For
but
real.
like,
No, we-
dude,
that's
and the
true,
way
that's
he
true.
drives
He's got 20
from the left wing snacks, he looks like a young Cristiano, man. His movement, like everybody who watched Cristiano as a kid, is like I want to play like that, and now these kids have the ability,
bro,
Check
and they're
his
making the
goal
same.
scoring record,
bro,
man.
And you can see the fucking like you can still get 30
You can see
goals
the
from
fucking?
outside. Yeah, you're right. I was gonna go one way and I went the other. Like Hazard is banged in like 20 plus goals from there, 30 plus in a season, like total. Like
Dude, you need to
like,
drive
being
at defenders.
The
Back
modern
to
day
goal.
winger position is not really that winger. It does mean you do have to drop back, once
we
in a
got
while,
drunk
most
in.
of the time.
Okay.
But like, yeah, we're
got
fucking
drunk in.
Chelsea game, bro.
Chelsea.
How
I
do
don't
we
want to
fucking
think
get
about
into
Tammy
this?
Rashford, but
Dude,
wow.
Tammy is the most cleanest number 9, like upcoming young number 9 I've seen in a while. Another
very
guy who I've
polished.
seen is like Timo Werner.
He's so young,
Very
though, man. And his
polished.
size and his physicality. He's so
Bro, and he
lanky. You
scores
can't
in
get the
so
ball off
many
him.
ways, man. He can chip it. He can dribble by a goalie.
Volleys
he can take you on
in the air.
one-on-one, create room, volley, header. Like, this guy is... Maybe he won't have the power of Didier Drogba, but I think he'll have, like, the
finesse.
effectiveness. All of it. Yeah, man. Like...
Dude,
He's the closest thing to Drogba Chelsea have had.
But when
When
Drogba broke
course,
into
yeah.
the Chelsea team,
he
and
might be a better goal scorer too.
Drogba was about 25.
I don't...
That's too early. It's too early to say.
Early.
It's too early
Goal
to say.
scorer.
I hear...
It's
Look,
too early to say.
it's too early, but like...
Too early.
Drogba had seasons where he had like what 10, 11 goals.
He was
Like,
on-
No.
Look at,
I'll find
look
that
at
for you.
Drogba. Look, Drogba. Go to who's
gonna-
look at
I got your stacks. I got you. You keep
Come
talking
on now.
snacks.
disrespect right
No,
now.
I mean,
Right now, it's disrespect.
So this is... Okay, Chelsea is one of the biggest reasons why right now, even with Liverpool, it's like, relax, it's only 2 months. Because look at Chelsea now and how people are feeling versus after playing Manchester United. When they got...
not me,
Wait,
though.
yeah, no, I'm not saying you, but people were... Oh, my...
looks
I don't
scary,
know,
bro.
I don't know, Frank, I don't know. These
Injury
kids, just
snacks.
kids. With all that intent, with all that included, look at Chelsea now. Look at me now. Fuck. Chelsea... They,
You sound like you're in South Park.
I'm doing like a teenage girl, like...
take it down a couple notches.
Yeah,
Bring it back. Dial it back.
But the point is, dude, Chelsea have been looking outstanding. And Chelsea have been really good. Look,
Dude, I'm happy
look
to see
again.
Pulisic balling, man.
They have Hudson-Odoi coming off the bench. They have Batshuayi coming off the bench.
Yeah.
But again, if you look at the way that Chelsea look, I'm giving credit to Frankie because the way he's maneuvering
got him
them
playing,
is great.
yeah. He's
But at
got
the
him
same
playing.
time, if you look at Chelsea the last 10 years, they've been putting like 30 players out on loan every single year.
So, Huss,
they're bound to find talent.
This is
so
what
right
they
now,
should have been doing since they had the champion players,
That's
bro.
true. That's
Dude,
true.
De
Not at the
Bruyne-
same
doing
time.
a great
De
job.
Bruyne-
If you look at, like, they got one of the
Lukaku.
hottest talents at Pulisic. They got Abraham,
Abraham.
Mount, Hudson-Odoi.
We know who they got, man. They got studs.
Tamari, but they got all these players from the system. And out of those, like, 5 players, they were loaning out, like, 400
so much
players.
Huss, but that's why they got in trouble.
Huss, from Bertrand Traore.
But it worked out.
He's at Lyon.
Yeah,
The thing is that those penalties have to be harsher because now they had the pick of the litter.
I don't think it worked out. I think they found it out. Like, it may go
I
forward.
think they worked out.
I think they got lucky it worked out. I don't think it was like...
It got lucky to a point.
They could have been the Man City.
They had a choice between like 300 players, and they just kept on picking,
but they could have been the Man
and let everyone else go.
They could have been the Man City of England right now. Had they bled it in. What they did is, all right, their system worked. Don't get me wrong. They won their trophies
team in the last 10 years.
but they weren't able to sustain success. And it was because they didn't bleed their youth into their squads.
Look, they were able to sustain success. They weren't able to... Like
league dominance.
Consistency.
League dominance. League dominance,
sustained
man.
success is consistent. What
Like
they did is they win the league, and they crashed the
Yeah, they also-
then they win the league,
they
then
went
they go
for
up in
now.
Europa.
If you think
went
about
for
it,
now.
win the-
like
so
Snacks is saying, in the last 10 years, yeah, it's up and down, but like they have the most trophies out of anyone's system.
I'm
But I
saying
know
they
what
could have
you're
done
saying.
it like Man City, where it's
Yeah,
like,
back to
no, we
back.
still
Yes,
here.
yes.
We're just still here,
Yeah.
and it's because you look, Kevin De Bruyne, Lukaku, all guys. Say what you want about them, but
Robin,
these
all
are all
those
talented
guys,
guys. Salah, dude,
yeah.
they had the guys like Andre Schürrle. They had all the talent there. They just didn't bleed them in. I think going forward though, it will serve them.
Maybe, man. Maybe we'll see. I was
sure.
talking to Fareed. I was like, we'll see when that money comes in. Because the owner sees a player and he wants him.
Yeah.
Or the director, that chick, sees a player and she wants him. And it's like, okay, Frankie, they brought him in. Because like I said, man, Chelsea, what they need is a beta manager. If you're an alpha manager, it's not going to work at Chelsea. Conte, fucking even
Sorry, not sorry.
Ancelotti back in the day, Jose, like
Scolari.
look,
We
it's
can
not
play- we can-
Scolari.
we can
It's
play
not
the
an
if
alpha's
game.
place, but like perfect Lampard
Lampard
if
might
they
be the dude.
shove
'cause
him a
he's-
player, he's going to say, look, as long as I can still play Mount, sure, I'll accept.
And he might be
Dybala
more
or whatever,
open
you know what
to
I mean?
it since he was a club legend.
Exactly.
They also may be more open to it. Like,
To
okay,
his
you
suggestions.
played in this system.
Exactly.
What do
and
you
by the
think?
way,
Who
in
do
our
you think?
darkest hours when we
Yeah.
couldn't make a signing, you got us Champions League, assuming Chelsea finishes
Look,
top
I think it's
4.
one of those scenarios
Yeah.
where they're like, look, if Casemiro's available,
Exactly.
we're gonna sign him first, ask questions later.
Yeah.
I
And
think it's
and
something
again,
like that.
though, we can play
Which
we
could
can play
work.
if
Yeah.
game.
Blend.
We can play if game with Chelsea all the time because if you do just forget about Schürrle, he was good, but he wasn't that good. But if you have Lukaku, Salah, De Bruyne on the and then you bring in just for money,
They
if
would
you
have
bring
dominated. I'm telling you, they
Oh
would have
my
dominated,
goodness,
bro.
Yeah.
They
It-
messed
it-
up with that.
it is
got
what it
greedy.
is.
Still
But
won
the
titles,
point
man,
is,
at the end of the day. You
did.
can't fault
right
them
now-
for making
You know
those
what they did?
decisions.
They went the Real Madrid route when everyone was saying you should probably go the Barca route because
They
your
also had
talent from
Jose
your La
twice.
Masia
They
is
had
All it
Jose
was, it
twice.
was short term. It was
Yeah.
short term
That's
thing
it.
instead of long term
Win
thinking.
now.
You got your short term ducats.
Special shout out to another academy
long
player.
term, it's
I
up
think
and
this
down.
might be his first start in the league for Chelsea. Reece
Who?
James.
Yeah, it was
Playing
in
at
the
right
league.
back?
Yeah,
Playing-
Shutting Zaha down.
Dude,
Zaha, by the way,
I
Zuma
call
as
this
well
guy-
helping
dude,
out.
This guy is the
Shutting it
successor to
down.
Cesar Azpilicueta.
he is
dynamic,
He just
and he
So you
brought
say
himself up.
nobody, just give him the spot next year. Don't even sign anybody, just give him the spot.
I mean, like, if Azpilicueta leaves...
No,
which
no,
is happening-
Aspie stays, and you just
No.
and then you give him a
yeah.
That's what-
I'm with
okay,
that. Next
okay.
year, Ashby deputizes this kid. So
It's
like
just
the
hard
kid-
because right now they have such a good flow, and it's going to be. I can say that Chelsea might have the hardest transfer
They might.
situation next summer because you have such a good chemistry. Do you even sign anybody?
I mean,
or do you
yes.
bring
You-
somebody
you
in
have to.
that
I've
could
seen it-
ruin
I've seen it
everything?
too
You should,
often.
you know why?
I've seen
You
it too often.
should sign like a kid. You know what I mean? Like, don't sign in like super veterans like a Dembele. If you can get it, somehow get Dembele.
Exactly,
Somehow get
because-
Lamar.
because right
Like,
now-
young kids who are going to be dynamic.
Because right
Not
now
that young.
they don't have enough to win the
Disagree.
league.
But, like,
They don't have
disagree.
enough to win
should be
Champions
buying
League.
the
They might
experienced
have
The
enough for
experienced
FA Cup. But the point is, Chelsea have the hardest task I think this coming summer because they have like players that are so good, but they're not quite there yet.
We don't know yet.
No,
We
no,
don't know
Chelsea-
yet.
No, what I'm saying is,
We
are
don't
the
know if
fans
they're not
willing
quite
to?
there.
Are the
Sign
fans
certified
But
dudes.
are the fans waiting to wait 1 or
Waiting
2
to
years before they can win that league? Because if they keep this squad right now, right
Chelsea
here,
fans are so
and they can
fucking
add a
fickle,
couple young talents in the back, like Aspie and
Chelsea
maybe
fans
Zuma.
know, Huss,
Dude.
Chelsea fans know the team they have, bro. Like, if you notice, like, they don't get that up
But
in
they know
arms when
how
the manager sucks. They just say,
Abramovich
yeah, he's going to
work.
get fired. We're going to buy another title anyway. Like, you don't see Chelsea protests when they suck. That year they were 10th. There were no fans protesting.
But
of
it would
course
be
they want to win.
They knew
It would
that-
be
they knew they'd
sad
be
to
back.
see this
There's no
team
Chelsea
break up.
fan- exactly. There's
This
no
team
Chelsea
has
presence.
so much potential.
Agreed.
But
Plus, they need
again,
to buy
they have
certified
something
dudes.
going
You
on
can't-
like Leicester.
You can't
right
go
now.
with young dudes because they're already young dudes.
And here's
So
the
if you bring someone in, you need like a certified center back Get rid of Rudiger. As much as I love him, he's been in and out with injury. Get someone a little bit more certified.
What about
who you
Zuma?
can trust with his durability. Zuma's the B to the A.
I would
Zuma's
say
the B to the
I
A.
would take Zuma off. Maybe even Tomori.
Keep Zuma. Have
keep Tomori on.
3-4 center backs who you can definitely rely on. You can add other positions. Maybe,
What about the midfielders? Jorginho, Conte, and Kovacic.
Mount, Barkley,
Those three are good?
They got plenty.
They're all right,
bro.
Billy
You could
Gilmore.
upgrade. You could upgrade.
Yeah.
You could upgrade a
Let's wrap
right
it up,
wing.
man.
Get rid
Yeah,
of
just
Pedro
don't-
Willian.
Yeah.
Before we wrap it up, you touched on something. You said they have so much potential. Huss, the problem with that is that they can never live up to it. I'm not saying that they won't. I'm just saying that
I'm saying
man.
they have a bit of a
If-
Spurs situation right now.
Would you rather, Huss, have experienced guys you know will put in the 7 out of 10 performances when the young guys who can get you to that 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 performances are performing at a 4?
Yeah, but like,
Well, the
you
point is,
assume-
it's a blend. You need to have a blend. That's
No,
what
exactly.
Liverpool's
No,
doing right
I'm
now.
agreeing with
you.
you.
Have, yeah, okay.
I'm agreeing with you. No, so that's why I'm saying, like, what Tiki said, you sign a kid. No, you should sign, like a 28, 29-year-old center back to
I would say
Tomori.
I would say maybe no. Well, yeah, Tomori, get a
I'd
center
go
back.
Kimpembe
Maybe get
kinda
maybe
shit,
have
man. Just make it a
Kovacic.
young
Hey,
squad.
maybe have Kovacic be depth player,
Like
and if you can
Leicester.
bring in like a Casemiro, that's when you bring him in and put him next to Conte. You're not getting through that midfield. I'm sorry, but you're not. And then I really want to touch on something. Zaha, you got to leave, bro. I know you wanted to.
he tried.
I know you wanted to.
You can't say
but
Zaha,
this
you gotta
is
leave. You gotta say
this
Palace,
is
you
what
gotta
happens
let
when
him
you
go.
drag out a bad relationship.
No, but
shit
it's
like
not
this
Zaha.
happens.
Look, usually
They should have sold him early in the summer. Got the money that they
So
wanted.
don't call
Hopefully
out Zaha.
70.
Zaha was literally for the last 3 years
Transfer
said,
request.
I want to be out. I
Yeah.
want to be out. He's gone short of a transfer request, basically, because like that basically means the relationship's broken.
I'm not
like,
even blaming him. It's just it's a weird situation where
It's
people, if
fucking
someone paid
horrendous,
60 or
bro.
70, 60 is too little.
It's too late now because his numbers are going to be
It-
shit. They're not going to get the same value. If they let him go 2 years ago, bro, they could have got 100 million.
But would you
for him.
rather have someone that's hungry right now?
That's what I'm saying.
Or
They
you
should've
could
let him
buy
go.
4 players hungry for
should've
Crystal
let him
Palace
go.
right now, which
Absolutely.
Leicester does, or have Zaha who's bitter.
That
Should've let
hunger
him
Just
go.
because it's $20 million.
speaking
It
of-
doesn't get you anywhere. If
Speaking of
the dude
hungry,
sucks. Go ahead.
Speaking of youngest sides, Manchester United fielded the youngest side of the weekend. Average age, I think, was 24 and a half, maybe.
Babies.
23.
Was it 23?
It was just under 24.
Young Greenwood,
Mason.
Williams,
Brandon
getting his first start at left back. Ash Young out through suspension.
Right-footed
Blessing
left
in
back.
disguise. This guy can play against left or right, but I
How's
mean,
it
he's
blessing in
primarily
disguise?
left back, or right-footed like Philip Lahm used to be.
It's
Disrespect
about-
of
it-
Ashley Young.
No, not only disrespect, but it's about to come anyways. You don't have to.
No,
not
it's a blessing in disguise. Just give this young guy some burn. Let the youth play. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
That's not what you
yeah.
were saying in the group chat, dog.
Well,
Dog!
It's not what you were saying in the group chat.
what was I saying in the
Wait,
group
he's American
chat?
Idol?
Saying
Yeah,
Ashley
come on,
Young
dog.
should play.
I said you keep this guy in the locker room,
No, you
dude.
didn't say that.
I said
I
you
was
don't
saying he should never play a game for United again, and
That's
I was
fucking
like,
foul.
is
you're
dumb.
fickle,
Fucking
you're
crazy
saying-
talk.
saying
He
some-
should play, bro. He shouldn't start. He should play 10 games a year. 10 games a year.
0 games.
Bro, he fucking...
I said
Brandon Williams-
20%.
Brandon Williams this game had
You
a
see him
better game
against
than Ashley
Liverpool?
Young's had in the
It was
calendar year
Brighton,
20
dude. It was
bullshit.
Brighton at home.
Brighton beat Spurs away.
Dude, you
Nah,
can't.
man,
You
play.
can't.
You can't play
Newcastle beat
EPL
City,
math.
like,
Yeah, you can't play
everyone beats
EPL
everyone.
math.
Rock beats paper, paper beats
We should
rock.
have
Blame
Norwich
Huss.
beat City. You
Listen.
guys beat Norwich 3-1.
Listen, you can talk shit about Brighton all you want, but they've been, especially on recent form, they had been playing well.
Hey,
Brighton
hey,
is
who
bad,
we Stoke City do? Fucking Manchester United. This should be a game where you should guarantee win. Doesn't fucking
This
matter.
season,
Before this
season?
game,
Where's
Brighton was
Brighton?
actually
Any
high.
season,
Brighton
dude.
Brighton's a bogey team of ours. We've lost to them twice in the
I
past
agree.
3
I
years.
agree.
It's
Look,
It's a good win,
look.
Snacks.
I agree with.
Where are they going to finish?
Look.
Top
I
10?
agree with
Nah,
Snacks
they-
right here. Brighton has been playing well.
money
Before
on
this game,
Gives a
Brighton was
fuck
actually
how
higher
they
than
could
Manchester
play.
United.
We're Manchester United. Who gives a fuck how they've been playing?
No.
Other
You
than the
were.
top
You were
six,
Manchester United.
Other than maybe
Yeah,
Everton, other than Leicester, dude, I don't care if Brighton's on a 10-game unbeaten. If we lose to Brighton, it's a fucking... It's an upset, bro. Always is. And then once we start like
Did
making
you lose to
excuses
Newcastle?
like, oh, this is a that's what I'm
Newcastle's
saying.
worse than
Dude,
Brighton.
we lost to
And
all
Palace.
3 newly promoted
yeah,
teams
so-
last year. So like what
Hold
I'm
on.
saying is
This-
beating
last-
Brighton
year
is
before.
TCB, bro.
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
It's
Don't get
TCB.
gassed.
Let's
Don't
not get
get
gassed.
gassed.
It
It
was
was a good
exciting to
game.
see everyone play well, attacking. But fucking the next game, we got to re-up again, bro. That's what I'm.
You lost to
Bournemouth.
West Ham.
So,
You lost to
we saw
West
we
Ham. It was
came out to
lower.
Bournemouth like it was on some bitch shit.
And then
You lost to Crystal Palace. I mean,
Yeah, we lost
so
to Bournemouth.
forget about saying, "Oh, it's Brighton." The fact of the matter is,
No,
you need to get
Dude,
points.
you're not
and you
listening. You're not listening. You're just fucking
just
reading off
listening.
numbers
Yeah,
and
dog.
names.
You're
You're not
fucking
listening.
missing it.
No, I am listening.
Yes, yes, you're not listening.
they're saying what they're saying is that they're happy with the 3 points, but they're not looking into the game too much and being like, "Yo, like we're gonna take that next step because it's Brighton." That's what
I'm saying is I don't care if Brighton's on a 10-game winning streak. Like, us beating Brighton is not like this big story. In some context this season, to Snacks' point,
that's what I mean. I don't mean no.
Team.
I agree with you completely. Yeah. We're Manchester United. We should be dominating. Like before we even get on the pitch.
First goal was lucky. You guys were lucky.
We're walking out of the tunnel.
Goal.
They should be thinking, we've lost this game. That's the mentality we need to have.
Man. And we showed it this
But
game.
the reality of it, we should have that. But the mentality of it is, and the reality of it, sorry, we don't have that. We're not that team right now.
Sometimes.
Now, Snacks.
We don't have it consistently.
You're the one that likes Rashford at number 9?
Top 6, by the way, so we're not that bad.
Are you the one that likes Rashford at number 9?
I mean,
because would you rather...
What
I'm saying is, would you rather have Rashford at number 9 scoring 1 goal, or would you rather have Martial at a forward having 2 assists?
At a forward? As
a striker. Would you rather have Martial's getting 2 assists or Rashford scoring 1 goal? Which one would you rather?
Rashford scoring 1 goal.
So even though that your team might have 2 goals... You'd rather the forward be 1
I would
goal.
rather have the striker score the goals, yeah.
Even though that Martial scored assisted 2 goals.
No, yeah. I'm happy that Martial...
Wait, what?
I want my
You'd rather your team
goal.
have 1 less goal.
Sure, bro. If that means my striker scoring, yeah.
I don't
and I'll explain why, because we know...
I don't understand
we know confidence...
If your team has 2 goals, it's better than 1 goal.
All right, let him have
it. We know as strikers, confidence is a big thing. If you're not scoring... We've seen with Rashford is the biggest case of it, arguably in the Premier League. When he's not scoring, he is not a good player.
No, time out.
No,
when you have the ball, every player is an offensive player. When you don't have the ball, everyone plays a defensive player.
Snacks, I'll stop you there just a second. When he doesn't get the support, or he doesn't get the balls to him.
Support.
That's what frustrates him more than anything.
I get that, but what I'm saying is like, we've seen, like, when he was on that goal drought, when Martial was injured those 2 months, he didn't look like a good player.
Because he was getting no support.
No, I understand. And
because Martial was injured.
Wasn't playing well, but
because Martial was injured.
When he would eventually get the ball,
guys, what we're saying is Rashford is not built currently for that lone striker role.
He's not wise enough. He needs wisdom. Martial's a natural. Like, he's just a natural.
And he's better with his back to goal, Martial. That's the thing. That's really the main thing as playing the center forward.
How good he is.
Look at Rashford dribbling off the... I'm telling you, I said it early. Cristiano Ronaldo asked when he was young, fucking step over, cut inside, beat 2-3, shoot. He did the same exact run first half.
A lot of goals from there, man.
Dude, not even that. You're creating chances. You lay it off. Daniel James back post runs in.
Dude, that's becoming a trademark now.
But man, like, he had the great bar down goal. But then again, Danny James could have had me assist in fantasy.
Oh my god, me too.
Put Duffy on his ass, I think, fucking slipping and sliding.
Dude.
Back post, Rashford could have taken 19 touches just to sell it.
This is why,
put in the net, but he can't hit it first time.
This is why I don't think Rashford is a natural number 9. I think he's talented enough to do it. That's why I'm like, let's not commit him to a position.
He's not clinical.
He can do it both.
He's not clinical.
He's gonna... Who said
but
it?
Here's the weird thing, is that he's
Rashford-
been the quickest to 50 goals than Ronaldo or any of these other dudes.
Oh, of course, but like we're seeing like it's that Cavani argument.
But you're right.
He's had a lot of games.
Cavani argument of like,
he's not clinical.
If you were clinical, you would have more goals.
All right. Like,
but they said Alan Shearer said he's a scorer of great goals, but not a great goal scorer.
Yeah, I guess
it's ridiculous because
so you have to play
he's
him.
so talented. Like, he should be getting the tap ins all the time. Like, he needs to cross that threshold.
Ronaldo,
it's the next level, next graduation level.
Like that level is like you get the tap ins and you get the elasticos and fuck people up as well.
That's why
let's talk about that elastico.
I said it in the group chat. I've been saying it for weeks now since Martial's come back. Really, it's like, listen, like, if he's not built for the number 9 right now, as long as he's producing on that left wing, I'm happy. But like,
I'm the same, man. I don't care where he plays.
Look at how he's playing that left wing role. And again, I'm not trying to throw shade at Jose. I understand he's one of the greatest of all time, but he's playing a touchline winger, and that's not Martial's game. He likes running at defenders, cutting in.
When you get the ball on outside. But like, when you get the ball on the outside as a winger, you can run right directly at the.
But if you look when he doesn't have the ball, he's not on the touchline anymore.
Yeah, he's not stretching.
He's
tucking.
Look at the goal he had today.
So what he's saying? There's lack of discipline, not on Jose, but as Martial.
No, he's saying different tactic.
It's different tactic, but if the manager wants that, you got to do what the manager says.
I'm not disagreeing with that. You should, but what I'm saying is Rashford is built for that inside forward human son, Sadio Mane role of just being a winger, on the pitch, on the 11.
He's the dude that wants the ball at all times.
How
and they can't hate
does
that.
It when he plays on the
you're drifting. You just like that. It's like, remember how Coutinho had that little left pocket just outside the 18, not all the way out wide.
I just want to mention one sec, because Huss loves numbers, right?
Oh, shit.
Rashford's had an okay season, right? Rashford's had an okay season. Nothing great, right? And Firmino's had an amazing season.
Oh, boy.
Rashford has 6 goals.
No. I never said Firmino had a great season. I never had... No, I would just say...
You can rebuttal.
In 7 appearances, Anthony Martial has 4 goals. And this is just the league. In 13 appearances for Firmino, he has 3 goals in the league.
Dude, he's nice. Sign me Firmino.
All right.
Best number 9.
All right.
Love this guy.
Here's the thing. I don't have any box to open, but you just opened Pandora's box. I'm coming back next week with not...
in my apartment for a box.
You know I'm about to go shopping right now. But the thing is, Rashford is all about the offense. Firmino is a hybrid. Hybrid. He can do multiple different things. And the thing is, when all those teams I talked about how you didn't beat West Ham and you didn't beat Palace, did Liverpool? Yup. Because they have players that have hybrids. They're not all about the numbers. They're about not just scoring. They're about defensive. They're about opening up on plays.
Confirmed. So Firmino is a system player confirmed.
No. He's about his own system.
Wolves 2, Aston Villa 1.
Just before you go, I got a lot of shit in the group chat from Tiki because I benched Aubameyang and I started Jimenez, and I'm the one laughing.
You also got a lot of shit about your boy Jesse, bro.
You want to bring that up now?
Your best friend, your boyfriend,
bro. What's there to bring up, bro? This guy's fucking trash.
You were the one who said it in the group chat.
Fuck out.
You said it in the group chat. You
know
wanted
what?
to come at me.
I lost that fucking energy, bro. What it was, I was just hot at the moment, and I hate that you're defending this fucking guy, bro. If he didn't open that, and I say it every week, guys, I'm so sorry, PFC Nation. I'm probably a broken record about this Lingard shit.
Okay.
But if he didn't open that clothing design store the night before Liverpool, maybe I'll forgive you the night before Norwich.
But Tiki,
not
even
why night before ain't that shit? Make it Friday night. Friday night, not Thursday night or Wednesday night, Tuesday night.
Take it back, see for like 2 minutes. Not only did he open it the day before, man, but there was a midweek party where Pogba was there, Rashford was there.
It was like a launch,
there was a launch, but the teammates were there.
How about in July?
So where's their focus?
July? That doesn't sound cool in the summer?
Dude.
Come on now.
On a Monday night. Or you played on Sunday.
Hold off and then do it next June or next July.
And the only reason I bring this up is that he has not fucking scored a Premier League goal.
You know what, though? Does that mean
2018... He's cost us $4.5 million fucking dollars just salary. I'm not counting appearance bonuses.
That's let it go.
Bro,
let it go.
This guy is a saboteur. And what I'm saying is,
fraud. That's
it's
your
not
fraud.
even. It's not even about. Hey, we should bring in Dybala. We should bring in. It's literally we have a kid who's Angel Gomes, who's so promising. Sure, right now he's injured, but we can't pretend part of the reason why Angel Gomes is not training with the first team. Making that Garnett time, substitute time. I don't even expect him to be like Brendan Williams or Daniel James. But like either way, man, like Lingard is holding a roster spot, dude, and he's got to go.
So here's because he's coming at me. I'll say this one with Angel Gomes. The reason he's not playing,
you know, who he doesn't come at.
He's injured.
Any defender ever.
He hasn't scored. He hasn't signed a contract yet, and there's an ultimatum going on. If he signs the deal, he'll play, but he doesn't know if he wants to stay past this year.
Yeah, because we're not fucking playing him.
Okay.
It's that Pogba shit.
Wait, he has a choice?
Same thing with
He has a choice?
Tuanzebe had the same exact decision.
Exactly.
He signed, and he plays.
Fine. But, like, Angel Gomes has every right to say, every time he's criticized about not playing, it's his size. Including United. They also call out his size. So he's thinking, okay, I signed, but then they're going to bleed me in all slow and give me the size shit, or I can go to Italy.
Over me.
Yeah, and play Lingard. Or I can go to Italy, or I can go to Spain, where they're going to fucking play me because they don't care about size.
Let me say this.
Kid should be fucking playing.
You're 100% right. And with Lingard, there's no defending. I mean, the guy's been shit for a year. 6 months ago.
And shout out to Lingard. He's homegrown. Shout out. We love you. But, like, Morrison was fucking homegrown.
He lost the plot. He lost the plot, man. Got caught up. Dude, he's so all over social media. Look at my life. Look at me. Look where I am.
Dude, I get it. He flew too close to the sun.
He said he had a quote, man. He's like, "Oh, it's almost impossible to be depressed around me. Like I'm such a positive guy."
Of course.
And he's like, "All right, fine, man." But like, dude, like he's so distracted. He's distracted.
No,
he's in a celeb life. He's in a celeb life, and it's a tricky.
It's that
dude. Angel Gomes is 5'3".
Dude, he's tiny.
He's tiny, bro.
I didn't know he was that small.
He's tiny, bro.
Can you imagine
Jesus Christ.
these guys'
like,
lives,
watch him
man?
play. He fucking
I've seen him play, but I didn't know. I knew he was
Don't worry,
short.
Tom, I hear
He's
you.
tiny.
Yeah, I know. No, they're going at it. I know, it's going
It's United cycle.
Guys,
Just
you
a
guys
cyclone.
have lives though. Like, so when we speak about transfers, like you have to you have to find a new country. So you might not have your family there and everything like. There's so much adaptation after. And when you have little kids walking up to you in the street asking for your autograph, you got chicks, you got whatever it is, you get gassed up. That's what happened to Jesse Lingard.
Yeah, you get gassed up.
Hey, lose focus on training.
But Tom, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Memphis Depay at Man United. You got caught up.
Absolutely.
If you're a construction worker and you have to be at work at 6 o'clock, are you going to hold some sort of party the night before?
If you're a college athlete,
no. But you need to understand.
No.
If his full-time job, his full-time job is the next day, and his big thing about his full-time job deals with his body.
False equivalency.
No.
Get your
what
rest.
He's saying is like
Eat well. Drink a lot of water.
Your example.
But have it during July.
Your example.
Have it during
smoke. When you marry, be a virgin.
No. But the point is
that like
Huss,
supposed to happen.
A better
That's not
example.
reality,
I know what you're
bro.
saying, but instead of saying a construction worker, why don't you say an NBA player, an NFL player, like other pro?
It's a false
athletes.
equivalency,
LeBron
dude.
James smokes cigars during the
Construction.
season.
I'm saying a construction.
He's the best player in the world.
Yeah.
Construction's like saying an account. It's too low.
Not before a game against Taco Tuesday. That's about it.
Asking for your
still.
autograph, bro.
You gotta actually what you gotta ask him is what's James Milden doing? What's
James
Robertson doing?
Well, he's just on
He's
Twitter. That's
a
about it.
professional. He's a true professional.
But the point is also with Lingard, is his head in a weird place, or is it the fact
by the
that
way,
maybe
this
he's
United shit's
thinking
gotta go.
his clothing line might have a better chance than his playing career?
It's failing.
So what I'm saying
his
is
playing
maybe
career isn't taking
he's
off.
actually he subconsciously chose his clothing career rather than his playing career. You know what I mean?
No, I don't think it was.
He
that.
tried
I
to
think he
balance
just got
both and it
greedy.
just blew up
I
in his
think he
face,
just got
man.
greedy.
That's all it
Here's
is.
the thing.
That's not, can we get over this? It's not a big thing, man.
I know.
Guy sucks. Should be sold.
One
hour in.
Yeah, just one more thing. Just one more thing.
Oh,
on
for
it.
fuck's
Lingard.
sakes.
You call me out for defending him. I'm not defending him now. Like, it's done.
Now you're not, but on the text,
Wait, you don't like him anymore? You want him off?
No,
You want him off the team?
Huh?
You want him off the team?
He shouldn't play.
No.
So
It's not about playing.
You
I'm
want
saying
him
you should
off
be
United?
fucking gone
Let
from
me ask
United.
you,
You want him gone?
No.
We already answered the question. We already answered the question.
You let him go on a free. Or,
No, you sell him to fucking
Doesn't matter.
Watford.
Yeah, then I would do that.
Yeah. No,
I
I'm
would
saying sell him. I'm not
Yeah, but
saying
you're
cut
selling him for like
sell him.
Okay.
You're
Yeah,
selling
I'd
for like
sell
10 mil.
I'd sell him.
Yeah. Just sell him to
Nothing
Watford.
else.
Sell him
He
to
didn't cost us
Everton.
anything.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
fine, but you would
exactly.
sell
Yeah,
him
let's
for
get
10
him
mil.
back.
Yeah, it's right, bro. On the current form, but the reason why 6 months ago, when he was 6 months into a non-goal scoring drought or whatever, the reason I defended him was because I looked at the previous season. And like, dude, this guy. Not
Yeah,
saying
but
he
Snacks, you know me, bro. I'm not the kind of guy who like overnight just turns, especially on our players. So maybe I was hard on him. It's probably because I just
Been
fucking
calling it
saw
for
there was
years.
something missing. No, but like,
I see him going to Everton. I see him going to Everton.
Tom's one of those the fucking broken clock guy, because when you were calling out Lingard, bro, he was balling, undeniable. He won an FA Cup like you said for us. He was killing. He was
but I
scoring
said-
goals for fun.
but
But I think that was butthurt shit when you were like, no,
No.
Lingard's a fraud.
No,
Lingard's a fraud.
because you guys were gassing him, saying he's better than he actually. Well, not maybe.
Dude,
not
he
you.
was still- he was
No,
still-
I said it was
I
hey,
told
it's
you,
oh,
he
he's
was
clutch
better than-
goals,
This-
and I was like, how many
Tom,
goals?
Tom,
is my question.
Tom.
How many goals and how
There's no
consistently?
comp.
He was trending accordingly. Like he was
was,
young.
man.
He was trending.
Even in the World Cup, he
scoring
played.
goals
He
in big
started
games.
for England in the World
started
Cup.
every game in the World Cup. So he was
Yeah,
trending in the
he
right
was still
direction.
trending.
But-
That's all we can say is like, dude, the hype. That wasn't hype. It was just like he's
just fell off.
developing
But
as he
here's
goes.
the thing.
reason-
That
for the reason I
season,
think
and I
I'm-
said that season, I said, I promise you, I said he was better than Ozil. I still stand by that. 17, 18 years a better player than Ozil was. Over 38 games, he was better than Ozil.
Come on.
Okay, man.
Over
he's-
38 games,
I can't
he was
stand
better
with
than
that.
Ozil.
Yo,
if maybe he
Wolves
had a better
too.
season.
But
Wolves
the thing
too.
is, Jesse has like Everton for 2025 written all over him.
All right,
He-
nice.
20,
We're moving on.
15,
I'm gonna keep
bro.
percentage because I'm not twice.
We're moving,
that
moving on.
15%.
Wolves
Keep
2, Villa 1. As I was saying, Menes in fantasy, getting the game winner. And Neves. Oh, that Neves goal, man.
Wait, Wolves?
Dude,
Can we talk about Tottenham?
Neves
right?
this
Spurs
week-
is
They're last.
14.
They're 13th
Jesus,
in the
we're-
top.
Talk about him last.
Neves,
Oh my
Neves
goodness.
linked this week with Real Madrid.
Well, in exchange for James Rodriguez potentially.
Well, James
So James might go to
Rodriguez-
United, or
yeah.
he might go to. They might do an exchange because they want Neves.
Yeah.
So James will go to Wolves.
That's
Three-way,
insane.
which
That's
would be,
insane.
Which would be insane. But this
Yeah.
Wolves
But
are in
Neves-
Europe. Wolves are in Europa.
James wouldn't go. But
I-
yes,
but
that's
imagine-
Yeah,
Oh my
it's
goodness.
ridiculous.
Woo! Come on now. I love that
what
shit.
a waste. James
Dude,
of
by the way,
fucking
man,
Wolves.
Wolves record,
Why?
man.
You can get top 6. Kind of pass, United.
James
Maybe
needs
pass
people
Arsenal.
around him, bro. He needs
Wolves
people around
record
him.
in the Prem. I mean, dude, he's got fucking Jimenez up top, dude. It's all you need. Anyway, and John Moutinho, dude, Santo get the best of them, dude. Look, Wolves have one of the best defensive records in the league. Only 2 losses,
And
You
they
can- you
lost
compare that-
Willie
you-
Bolly, too.
You compare that to Leicester and Chelsea and Liverpool, of course, are undefeated still. But man, the 7 draws, like they were languishing bottom half the table because early European campaign.
The
fatigue,
legs were fucking
no depth, but Adama Traore fucking coming. Now he's a starter.
Since that Man City win,
he's made his fucking way into this first team now. He's starting consistently, still young as fuck. I didn't know he was a Barcelona academy guy.
He was, dude.
And I didn't know he started there.
A quarter of his size at Barcelona.
Yeah,
like I don't know what he did.
He was a kid, dude. He was like,
he was La Masia. He's a La Masia kid.
But no, but I mean, like he looked like a kid.
Yeah.
And now he looks like a fucking freak of nature.
Traore, the thing is about when he came over from Barcelona. Fact of the matter is they got rid of him because he didn't really have many moves at all. He was just straight line player. This guy found his way to the Prem, and
his technical ability wasn't there.
Borrow and just started fucking bench pressing.
But he's oh my god! You want to talk about fucking horse steroids? This guy, his legs are 32 inches around.
He wears like yoga shorts. Like specifically was those tight fucking shorts.
The first goal was class, man. Just training ground, just set it across the 18, and you know Neves pings.
Sistema, bro. Sistema.
He's lethal from that range. Neves.
That's why I gotta look, man. That's why you gotta give it a little bit of coaching. The players gotta execute. They get most of the credit, but that's drawn up on the training ground.
Man.
You know,
sure.
They must have scouted and be like, look, and set pieces. They leave them open on the 18.
And Wolves now, we talk about how they struggled in Europe early. They're picking up steam. They look like they're gonna go. I don't know if they officially qualify for the knockout rounds, but they're.
Wolves might finish above Spurs.
And you know what? This kind of stinks for Aston Villa because this is 2 games in a row they lost a game late.
Who, Villa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's tough because they played well versus both teams.
Against Pool.
Dude, and this is what happens
against Pool and Wolves, who are 2 tough teams, and then they end up losing both. And that's tough because in the table they need it. Look, they're not
in relegation zone.
Yeah, they're 17th with 11 points.
They're 3 points away. They're good.
Adama Traore is such a beast.
Dude, his shorts are extra large, man. They just look like they're fucking child shorts.
He might as well be a running back,
dude.
He might as well be a running back in the NFL.
You could play rugby.
And then he picks up.
But he'd be
average.
If
he was a winger,
a winger rugby, just fucking run the line,
get him the ball. He's doing flips over people. He's running through people. He's the night train.
By the way, shout out. Wild it over there.
Ghost Train.
Fuck.
Ghost Train.
Second one.
Shout out to fucking Jack Grealish out here. He's created the most chances in the fucking league.
Has he really?
But can't get a call up. What did I say?
What did I say?
You're fucking doing big things.
What I say?
You're doing big things and no one's watching. That's the problem with being a fucking Villa. You can ball. He deserves to be right there with Madison, Mount. He should be. He's created the most. He's created more than those fucking cucks. But he doesn't get called up because he's on Villa. To him, they're cucks.
Are you saying Grealish?
He's cucking him, yeah.
I like Grealish.
The most
Should be in the
chances.
mix.
Look, should be in the mix, and he's not because of the club he plays for.
I said, dude, this guy's for real. And then
I
you
said
thought
I said he's so for real. He should go to top 6 right now. And you're like, no, the emotions are bringing up your team.
Who
Captain.
Who said that?
One of you 3. I said he should go to Spurs, and you guys are like, hey, he should go to Spurs. He's a captain. The team just came up. He should say, I'm like, yo, fuck staying. Go to the big stage.
I said that.
I just said go to the big stage. So clubs are that. All right, either way. Don't come at me like I haven't rated Grealish. I've been had.
You said Grealish and then he bleeds in. No, this guy's ready to play.
Dude, I say go to fucking Spurs. I mean, he'll fucking play at Spurs. You would have played this
only one place. There's only one place. There's only one place. Liverpool.
I didn't want him.
Just keep coming to Liverpool. You know my issue. If you guys were talking about Grealish, I'd probably say come to Liverpool, just like Madison. All those
every
guys.
player in the world, you would say that for.
No, just young and awesome, and not you. But anyways, but the point is, Grealish, if they finish in the bottom 11 through 20, there's no way he stays on Aston Villa. I think he has to get bought. If he's under 11, if he's between 11 and 20 in the table. There's no chance he's staying on Aston Villa. I think he's getting bought.
No, look, it doesn't matter where Aston Villa finishes unless it's a Champions League spot. He has to leave next year, guys. He's floundered. Like, these are... I'm not saying he should go to City.
I like that.
Liverpool,
I like him leaving next year.
Why? I wanted him to leave this year because I could see...
Is he the replacement for Eriksen?
Enough. Yeah, he could be. And I think Spurs season, had he gone...
Spurs, he wouldn't have fit in Spurs. He would, to me... Look.
At United?
At United.
Look... I think he's individually better than Pereira. I don't think he'd fit at United. I think he's better than Pereira, though. I love Pereira. I think Madison, I think, for me, is more of a guy who would fit more. Because Grealish for me is more like draw people in and then use your genius to release. Madison is move the ball quick. And I think United and Solskjaer, the way we want to play,
guys, don't forget about his past transgressions. He's had some off the field stuff.
Yes.
Granted, it was
Not
when
in
he was
2
younger,
seasons.
but we know what
Not in 2
happens when
seasons.
you get to United. All of a sudden,
No, Spurs, bro.
No,
Fuck
I'm
United.
just saying potentially at
Spurs.
that. And look, you said, oh yeah, this
Yeah,
dude
man.
just stayed at Aston Villa.
Tom, would
he
you
should
take
stay at
Grealish?
Aston Villa because
Would you
look at
take him-
Spurs. They just brought in.
Would you take him on Arsenal? Would you take him on Arsenal right now?
Yes, I would. They're just about to take anyone, dude.
Over
Fucking
Pepe?
fuck.
Over
You would have been murdering at Arsenal right now. And you know what?
Gonorrhea. Like, I'll take anyone.
The difference is he might miss out on Euro 2020 because he chose Aston Villa. That's what I'm saying about Grealish. It wasn't about me wanting to. It's literally
But okay,
his
Euro
career.
2020 also has to do with playing time. And if you're not getting playing time because you're at
it's not
Spurs,
his
What I'm
fault,
saying
man.
is
Lo
he's good
Celso,
enough. I'm
Eriksen,
saying he's
Dobele.
good enough to fucking play at
But look
Spurs.
at him at Spurs.
Tell it to Gareth
That's just because he's
Southgate.
good enough. I mean, he will.
Tell it to Gareth Southgate, who's including Fabian fucking Delph in the first team.
Agreed.
And not Jack Grealish.
Agreed.
Dude.
Or Walcott. I mean,
Either
not
way,
Walcott.
that's-
No, I mean Lingard. For
Well,
for
what
that.
about his
Lingard's been dropped now, but dude, give that to Grealish.
Yeah, okay, I can see that, but Delph can play multiple positions
Fuck
now
that,
because
man.
of City.
Fuck that multiple position bullshit.
No, it's not.
No, in a
no.
tournament, in a cup tournament, you need those
Because-
guys.
because
Look at Milner, bro.
he's deep.
Look at
He's not a
fucking
starting.
Milner's winning
Keep
Liverpool.
Milner. You don't need two of
games
those
and
guys. You need one of those
championships.
Well,
guys.
Milner won't. I mean, he's retired and all that kind of stuff. But
No, but I'm saying like the utility guy.
Oh my
you
God,
need him,
he-
especially in a fucking tournament, in a knockout tournament.
gotta
You
move
need
on.
that
All right,
guy.
guys, we got to wrap your gap.
Spurs,
up. No,
one.
Newcastle,
Newcastle.
2,
All right.
Bournemouth. Bournemouth's above Spurs, so
Yeah,
we're going to go in order.
Yeah, but
who's
Sheffield-
above
hey,
Spurs?
but-
Why don't we talk about Sheffield first, then?
But Sheffield, the Blades.
That's what it is. It's
But the Blades need their respect, man. This is not about Tottenham. This is about the Blades.
all right, you're talking about the 2-1 win.
1-1.
Oh wait,
Oh,
never
so what
mind.
game are we talking about, man?
Newcastle 2,
You're
Bournemouth
really
1.
going to give that much injustice to Sheffield United?
Oh,
You're that salty, bro.
The
I told him to
Blades.
stop putting salt on his
the
dress.
Blades.
The Blades are in fifth, dude.
I told you.
Oh, true.
Yeah,
My bad. My
Yeah,
bad.
I kind of jumped the gun going to Wolves.
I saw how many loves
But-
you put on my
But
text.
guys, we're talking over each other. But again, the
right.
Blades.
Oh, you're going
right
to tell us
now,
we're talking about each other?
he's right, though.
The Blades
You're
right
going to
now
say it?
have some injustice to do versus VAR.
That was not an English sentence. They have injustice to do. They have injustice done to them.
You told me.
Because
you
of
told
VAR.
me. Snacks. You told me to drink my waters. They're alcoholic seltzers. I've been drinking my waters. Problem is, you just told me to drink the wrong thing. What the problem
I
is?
said water.
They have justice of VAR right now for VAR.
car accident.
What are we talking about?
Sheffield
Okay.
with. There's so many wrong things about VAR right now, and it just shows.
I disagree, man.
I do not disagree.
There's not so many wrong things.
Yeah,
There are
so
wrong
many.
things.
A couple
there aren't
things.
so many, bro. What the
do
fuck?
not
Why
This
was that
right here.
Literally,
Well, I can tell you.
With
I can
12 games
I can
into
tell
the
you. I can
system.
tell you
One
what's
at a time,
wrong
one
with
at a
it.
time,
Right
one at a
here.
time, one at
I
a
can
time.
tell you what's wrong with here.
Yeah,
First
let's hear
off, there should be a level, a limit to.
Let's make this quick, bro.
I don't want to be.
Let's
quick.
go.
No. I'm going to do my VAR. I'm going to take 10 minutes. But the point is, there was no reason for that goal to be disallowed.
Which one? Tell the people.
The first goal for Sheffield.
Where's the second?
Though, was it the second?
It was offside.
No,
It
it's the
took
first
a
goal.
while.
It's the first
No,
goal.
the
It's the
first
first
one
goal.
where the
It was first
offsides
goal.
took a long
The offside
time.
for the first goal, where they push it the ball.
McGoldrick scored it.
It was actually on the right wing,
Yeah.
where he was maybe
His toe was offside.
maybe 6 inches, maybe 6
Okay,
inches.
It was offside,
maybe.
though. It was offside.
But you say maybe offsides, but
No,
there's
no,
a few
no.
things.
I'm not
No,
saying
no,
maybe. I'm
no,
saying
no.
lasers
No,
measured
no.
it
Okay,
mathematically.
Okay, first off,
and
you
it
say
was
lasers.
precise.
You say lasers measured it.
Lasers.
It was actually a
Laser.
dotted line. It's actually a dotted line on the computer app that a human being moves to that spot. First off,
How do they measure it?
Thank you.
Did they zoom it in and have that?
Yes.
Oh, at what point
Yes.
did the ball actually hit the foot?
Goldrick scored
Either way,
that.
No.
That
With
goal.
the angle of the
another
foot,
one that didn't.
they don't
Yeah,
act. No, with the angle.
Okay,
of the
so what you're
no,
saying
I'm,
is
I'm,
that
I'm, I'm
they
gonna
got
tell
it
you what I'm
wrong,
saying.
then.
I'm
They
gonna
got
tell
it
you what I'm
wrong?
saying. I had to tell stuff.
They got it wrong.
But the point is, with the angle of the foot, you don't actually know when the ball
Yes, you
actually
do.
left the
No,
foot.
yes, you do. You know why?
No, you don't.
No.
Because with the angle of that foot,
Dude,
no, you
literally-
don't.
No, it's timestamps, man. It's different cameras. You literally just looking
I
at the
understand
timestamp.
what you're saying, but you don't know because I'm saying
Huss,
it.
did they get it
there
wrong?
needs to
So
be
was he
a
onside?
certain level.
Was he onsides? Because you're saying a bunch of
What
mess.
I'm saying
Was
is
he onsides?
it's
What's
close
the
enough
call?
where you keep the play.
No way,
No.
man.
In my
When
opinion-
they drew the lines.
No.
His
Yeah,
big
a
toe
human
was
being
offside.
draws the line.
Wait,
Yeah,
did-
but
hey,
it's not
did
a
the
human
ref-
being
refs in the
magical
middle
thing.
as well, man.
Did the ref blow the whistle? Did the lineup flag? It was a check.
They called it back.
So it's offside. What's the problem?
No, offside is offside.
No one called it back. And I think if it's that close, you just keep it
back.
No, you
It
don't.
was a goal, and then they reviewed it and VAR.
No. They called it back from VAR, but they didn't call it on
Did they
play.
get it right?
That happens all the time. 2 inches
If it's
offside, bro.
that close,
No,
if it's
No,
that
you don't
close,
get
keep
fuck
it.
the benefit of the
Cheating at
doubt
goal.
thing.
I don't
I'm done with that benefit of the doubt
I'm done
thing.
with it too.
No, if
Dude,
it's
the
legit,
team-
if it's
thank you.
offsides, it's offsides. If he's onside, you still won't
black
answer the
and
question.
white.
Was he onside?
I
he wasn't onside, so
I believe it is
topic over, bro.
inconclusive. It is
Topic over.
inconclusive
I want
if he was
the
actually
team- I
onside.
want the-
Because you don't know this very second to
I'm
touch the
telling
foot.
you-
You don't know the
you know-
very
why
second
why
to
are
touch
you
the
using
why
foot.
you saying
technology
you don't
then?
know?
Why
Why
were
you
you
I
using
think
technology?
it's too close.
Why were you
Why
using
you
There are
saying
technology?
no?
many there are many.
So
You
the
guys keep
technology's
coming at me.
flawed.
I'm trying to answer it.
No, I'm
but-
saying the technology's flawed then. So the
Look, I can-
technology's
I
flawed.
can make noise too. But the point is, I think the point is, it was too close to tell.
So the
In my-
technology's then flawed. Thus,
No.
the technology's flawed.
I don't
It's
think
too
the
close.
technology's flawed.
Humans
to a
are
point.
flawed.
I think the human and the rule is flawed to a point where it
Huss.
needs to be
No, Huss.
completely
Here's-
certain. I think it's too inclusive.
There's sprinters. There's sprinters,
when
right?
they're-
Where
when
they
they're-
measure, they get like by a nose. They get by a nose, right? Usain
The
Bolt's
head when
racing.
they
They're tied. And how are they able to
do
tell who
realize-
fucking
It's
won the
VAR,
race?
Tom. It's
VAR.
Tom,
We've been doing it for
hey, in
years.
Tom,
football. Hey,
Tom, do you
Huss,
realize
in
that
football,
those
it's
cameras,
technology.
Tom, those cameras are about 10 feet away
Huss.
from straight line.
And Huss.
Now,
So what
if
about-
you,
what about
there's too many more variables in
Can't
this
run with
game
this guy.
where
Ridiculous, bro.
No, the ball was hit.
Everyone's
No, the
empty,
ball was
answers
hit.
change.
The person was there, but the cameras are too far away
Just
to
because
know
you're
the exact
offsides by a toenail doesn't mean you're onside.
You don't know. That's what I'm saying. You don't
You're
know
onside.
when the ball was actually touched
Okay, so
and when that person
Then
was
the
offside.
technology's flawed.
No, I'm not saying the technology's
human
flawed.
interpretation.
Yes, you are.
What I'm
You
saying
are saying
is-
the technology's
What I'm
flawed.
saying
The thing
is there needs to be a little bit of forgiveness in the gap. It needs to be, if it's inconclusive, a little bit.
I don't remember you saying
it wasn't
this when Son-
inconclusive.
I don't
It
remember you
wasn't
saying this when
inconclusive.
Son was called offsides for Spurs' goal against Leicester. Aurier's
BS.
goal. It
Because
was
that's
the
what I'm
exact same
saying.
situation. He was a pinky offside.
Son?
Human Son against Leicester. When Aurier scored, they called it back because Son was offsides on the initial pass.
No, but was it that close? Was it that close?
Exactly the
They
same.
measured
Was it that close?
It was
No,
a
it
knee.
wasn't that
It was
close.
a knee measurement, man. It was
It was
one of
close.
those knee
I'd
measurements.
have to see it, but I don't remember.
it up.
Dude, he's
pull it
telling
up right
you.
now. No, but the point is,
Yeah, right now because we're talking about.
well, that's also the fact of the matter. Fine, bring that back too, or let that go.
Oh, now he
But
said
no,
bring it back.
I don't
But I guess
know.
that- no,
I don't
you-
even know what you're talking about.
you
The
said
point
he was
is-
offside.
We gotta move on,
the-
man. We
no,
gotta
no,
move on,
because
man.
I think there needs to
Get the
be.
last word. Get the last
I
word.
like the VAR system. I think there's many things. What if I was actually talking to Big Stu? Remember Tom? Big Stu?
Train off
Oh,
the
Big
tracks.
Stu. I remember Big Stu.
Yeah,
Shout
I
out to
don't
Big
want to say
Stu.
last names or anything like that. I was talking to him. We were talking about it for 30 minutes in between games today. But things need to change with VAR.
It's the first year.
I
man.
understand that. I understand that.
Things already need to change. It's 12 games in. 12 games.
I think that's too.
Already?
I think that goal was too inconclusive to say that it was
way,
offside.
man.
I
That's
know.
your opinion.
That's your opinion.
All
That's
right,
fine.
let's move on.
Yeah,
And I'm sticking to it.
Spurs, man, this team. What's going on with
Joking.
them?
You know what it is, man?
I think
it's
they're just. I think it's. I don't.
the
I think.
locker room drama, and it's just the same old message. They're
I-
tired.
I
They're
think.
tired
I
of the
think
same
the
old
players
message.
are just tired of the
Sixth.
system. Listen, they play a good system.
Sixth place.
If they're lucky.
Sixth.
Hey,
Al, you're
hey,
crazy,
it's
man.
looking good.
You're crazy, man.
Keep the fucking energy, bro.
You told
I
me
wanna
to
hear
keep
the
it
same
going,
wave,
dude.
bro.
Here's
I'll
the
let it
thing.
fucking wait.
Here's the thing, man. It's just that.
But I will say, I said that shit. Sorry, I said it
hesitate,
because
bro. You
because
gotta
it
get it
wasn't.
out
I have to get it
Dude,
out.
they signed, and I said this before. They made a couple signs, Lo Celso
yeah.
and Domblé. Before that happened, I was
Yeah.
like, shit, I may be wrong. I may be catching some fucking heat for this. But I said it initially because it was a mental thing. Dude, they have the quality, they have the
You
players,
said it
they
after
have the
they
coach.
signed them. You said that after they signed them.
Well, either way, man, I don't give a fuck. I still saw it coming.
Called
No,
it.
But it was
Called
a, it was a
Oh.
mental
It's the message
thing.
from. It's Pochettino's
And then,
message.
but
Listen, they play a good.
what aided my case was
Go
the whole fucking I'm gonna bang your wife and laugh about it with
Yep.
Well, no,
Eriksen
that
and
came out
Vertonghen.
after. That came out after.
No,
no,
here's
I
After
didn't predict on that, but that
Yeah.
just added to it.
No,
Yeah,
here's the
that
thing, man.
definitely-
But it was just dude, Champions League final, get blown out of the water. Second
No,
place,
didn't get
not
blown out of the water.
1-0.
1-0.
Disappointment.
By a fucking
Disappointment.
handball goal.
To be
2-0.
fair, all that stuff was alleged. So we don't know. if
But dude, it's just
complete
the
yet.
message.
hold on.
The message got
Allegedly.
tired. It was
because
last
they're
year. It
not
looked
winning.
tired.
They're not winning trophies, man. It's just. It's
that's
not.
part of it.
If
I
they
think-
had won a Carabao Cup, if they
Yeah.
won a, if the
Yeah.
community should,
Dude,
Gotta
Poch
taste.
doesn't. He's
they
not
would've happened.
prioritized
They would have
that.
been
It's
like,
gotta
listen,
taste.
no, it's
All
not
right,
the priority.
so
hold on, hold on.
I'm gonna agree with you. I'm about to agree with you.
I understand, but let me just get my point out. Then you can agree with me. the message is old now, and now that they haven't won, like the players have no belief.
Yeah,
So-
that's a fact.
And like Pochettino's running out of ideas.
To
Like,
add-
him
that's
as
a
the
factor.
manager.
To add on to
seems that
snacks,
way.
to add on to snacks. That's what I was going to say. Is that
Could be it for sure.
Klopp was on that
Klopp
fine
was
line.
on there.
No, Klopp was on that fine line when we lost the Champions League. And then if we did not win that Champions League coming back,
what
we
the
lost the
difference-
Spurs, we would have been in a bad state
Yeah.
mentally.
You know what
and
the
that's what
difference
happened to
is with
Spurs.
Klopp?
They were so close, so close, so close.
But
and then they failed.
But you guys
the
were
thing
close enough to where like you got money and you got players in.
Yes,
so you
that's
kept
true.
The message
But again,
going.
with no transfers 2 summers ago,
Exactly.
again, I brought
They're
this
paying
up
for
maybe
that,
about
yeah.
a month ago. I think that's actually what hurt them was
Yeah.
they didn't get new blood. It's
They didn't get
hard to
enough
have
new blood, yeah.
New blood.
if you don't get new blood.
You're fucking Russian for a thing. I will
Blood.
break you.
The point is,
Blood all over
the
my
point
face.
is, you're getting the same old message. You're getting the same old effort. You're getting the same old player. And the thing is, you need to cut the fat. You got to cut the fat. You got to bring in new players. Look, the thing is, sometimes
when
the
Yama
potential of
and
the player, you
fucking
got to
Dyer-
sell on. You got to
when
sell that
when
player.
Yama and Dyer,
Maybe
get rid of him.
No, here's the thing.
When
Dyer-
Yama and Dyer, get rid of him.
Maybe sell Ericsson this summer and
No,
bring someone
Ericsson
new.
has to because
But-
Ericsson-
but-
But
He is their
sell
new
him
guy.
and bring someone
But
else
when you're
new.
saying fat, Ericsson's not the fat. Ericsson's just someone.
No,
you have
no,
to
I'm
move
not
on.
even saying
the
fat in that
are
general,
the
but I'm saying
fucking Dyer and
Wait.
Wanyama who don't fucking finish a
Pigs
season.
get
ever. rid of
fat.
them.
The thing, the hogs get
Pig-
slaughtered.
pig fat?
Right now, Ericsson is a hog. Maybe this summer he was a hog and he was too close to call whether to keep him or not. But maybe you should have sold Ericsson, moved on, got someone like Madison, because if you got 150
Or
mil for
Dybala or
Ericsson,
something,
you
yeah,
know
yeah.
you could have spent 80 mil on Madison,
Huss.
or that. Look,
Yeah, that's
hindsight's
true. Why is no one looking at
2020,
Pochettino?
2020
No,
obviously,
here's
but
the thing.
the
Why is
point-
no-
Here's the
You know?
thing with Pochettino.
He did,
The
for
difference
sure.
between him and Klopp is that Klopp needed to win something big. In my opinion, I don't know if this. I'm not a Liverpool fan. So
Tottenham needs to win anything.
No, that's my point.
Yeah.
Klopp needed to win the big one. Klopp, if Klopp
No,
had-
he needed to win anything first.
if he won
Anything
the,
first.
let me ask you a question: if you guys had won the Carabao Cup, finished in second, lost the Champions League, would you have been happy?
I would not have been happy, but he would have had another year. But if we lost all 3 of them,
I get it.
Now he's on the hot
I get
seat.
it, but you with Spurs, Pochettino needed to win the Community Shield. Like,
And
as shit as that trophy is, it's
Just get your team on the fucking stage.
You need to like
Well,
your players need to know what it's like lifting
something.
a
Well,
trophy.
to be
Something.
fair,
Snacks.
if he was on the community,
Pochettino came out and said this is like last year or the year
Did.
before. He
Yep.
came out because we were arguing this point, and he came out and he's like, everyone talks about trophies; they're not important to me. Like FA Cup, he
Was there
said,
a
he
bit?
said,
It may not be important to him, but
he
it's
said,
important
dude,
to the
he was saying
players.
finishing,
You know who says that?
finishing
People
well
that
on the
don't win.
table, establishing that consistency, so you can draw the players in with
But
the
then
Champions qualification.
he addressed that and said, "Look, we need to win anything at Spurs at this point."
Something, dude.
He did.
2008,
And he
2008 League Cup as the
But you know
most
what that
recent
was?
thing.
Him saying cups aren't important. It's what's his
Taking
name?
pressure off.
Claudio Ranieri when they were like, "Yo,
Dilly,
you're gonna
dilly,
win
dilly,
the titles."
Yeah.
Like 40
And that was a
points,
young
40
Spurs
points.
team where Harry Kane like 23,
Exactly.
24,
Dude, Dele
or something
Alli.
like that.
Dele Alli was coming.
Dude, my
in.
thing with
Ericsson
him
was
is
the-
his lack of squad rotation. Like, he does it, I feel like, out of necessity, out of injury.
Yeah.
But if I look at Lucas Moura, not rotating him in
don't
the
get
squad.
that, bro.
Christian Eriksen, there's a contract situation there. We know how that goes. Look at Aaron Ramsey at Arsenal. I get it. He's in, he's out. So there's a little bit of turmoil there.
Dele Alli always broken.
The Vertonghen thing, Dele Alli as well, returning into the team.
Trash.
He's been out. But either way, man,
Trash.
like, you look at him.
He's done.
His rotation, I don't think, has been that great. And
No,
we
it
know
hasn't.
Spurs lack depth in general. Danny Rose has been disrespected. I want to leave.
Danny Rose
and
is
then
done,
he
though.
sticks around.
He sticks around in his shit, and it's like
I'm glad to see it.
What's his name? Davies. What's his name?
Sanchez.
Ben Davies.
No, Ben Davies on the outside. The fuck happened to him? We thought he was next at left back.
I
He
didn't.
got hurt, but like
He's a squad
You don't
player,
think
man.
anybody was next?
Yeah,
at
no,
Spurs,
No,
yeah.
bro, it's not like that, man. Because
Nah, that's what you
Al's
say,
been shitting
man.
on Delhi. I've been back in Delhi. Look, if players are good, there's the one thing about me.
Davison,
When you say
Sanchez.
I'm a hate at like United players, I don't like that because I'm willing to acknowledge talent. I love young players coming up. That's something I hope you guys never hold against me. Regardless of how biased I am, if someone's nice,
I'll give you that.
And at a club, I'll say they're nice.
He's a hopeful
Trent,
romantic over
nice.
here. You know?
So, dudes
fine,
Rashford,
nice.
I've been loving
So
Rashford. And
even-
his first goals against Arsenal. Don't ever question
So
me on that
obvi-
shit, dude.
so
I love
obviously-
young, talented players.
So obviously,
regardless of the club.
Tottenham are in a state right now where they're paying off their bills. Let's say they had an
Paying
extra
off their
50 million.
bills.
Let's say Tottenham had an extra 50 million in the pocket right now. Could
What do
they
you keep going? You
no,
keep
what I'm saying
shitting
is,
and then, like,
what I'm
coming
saying
back?
is, I'm going to the bathroom. But the point is,
You get a little bit of white claw.
I broke the seal. I broke the seal. But the point is, If Tottenham had an extra 50 mil in their pocket right now, could they buy a player that could turn the season around?
If game
No. Hey, no, hear this.
Yeah, they
now,
could.
if only they
Yeah, they
sold Danny Rose when he was popping, just like Kyle Walker. They would
Kyle Walker.
have got 50 mil for him,
But look,
maybe 40,
but look,
and then they would have been able to buy another player to supplement
there's
because
no way-
right now, what is Danny Rose doing?
Who?
Danny Rose.
Oh, Danny Rose.
Nothing. He's doing nothing.
Newcastle 2, Bournemouth 1.
British football.
Dude, the classic Premier League move. Bournemouth fucking smoke
Big
United.
Stu here. Big Stu.
League.
Bournemouth
Smoke
fan.
us. Come on, man.
Dude,
Don't say that.
two
They didn't
shutouts.
smoke
Dude,
us.
they shut us out. It's embarrassing.
They didn't smoke us.
Dude,
you don't
that's
wanna
as
admit
good.
the
That's as
truth.
good as a smoke in my book.
Yeah, you get smoked.
You don't wanna admit
Then
the
they
truth.
get smoked 2-1 by Newcastle.
Fuck Bournemouth. Fuck Eddie Howe.
Newcastle home.
Hey, how about
Everyone's
United?
fucking boy toy Harry Wilson though, opening the scoring, man.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are, man. If you like this game, you gotta like Bournemouth. You gotta like Harry. Harry, what's his
Dude,
name?
it's Harry Wilson versus Bobby Bonds,
you like him?
bro.
Do you like him?
Dude, he's awesome.
Well, he's awesome. A Liverpool player. He's awesome.
I don't care, dude. I don't discriminate.
Yes, you do.
Bro, you said Fred was better than Fabinho when they first signed him.
I did not say better. I said Reece got the better guy.
No. So that's better.
What?
Dude, who was playing for Brazil at the time? It was a 50-50 call.
Who won a league?
That's why I said he was better.
Fabinho was always the better player.
So I
man.
took the gamble. I lost. Big deal.
Yeah, man, back off.
Hey, Fred's coming around. Dude,
way.
Fred's coming around. Let's go.
Dude, Fred
No
coming
way
around.
to
Why can we back on Fabinho, man? Why
No
are we gonna do
way
this?
to walk away.
Nah, because
No
you
way to
said I'll
run.
admit when a player's nice. You didn't admit Fabinho was nice when he's a Liverpool player.
Dude, he's nice. He controls that whole midfield.
You didn't say that when he signed.
Because he wasn't that guy. He didn't play for like 8
He
months.
struggled. He did struggle when he first came
But
out.
at Monaco, he was still a baller.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That's what I'm saying. When he signed, that's when he
I backed
said
Fabinho.
that.
I didn't watch him on Monaco,
Always.
dude. I
I
didn't know
never
who
had
he
any doubt
was.
about Fabinho.
Yeah, no, me
I
too.
wanted him.
Yeah, me too.
I backed him, but that was favoritism.
All right, man, he just admitted he was wrong, man. You're going to keep stepping on him. You broke his face. Get off him, Snacks.
Oh, because when I
Get
know.
off him.
Stop curb
Stop curb I get attacked.
Snacks get the fucking boots, bro.
Snacks the dude.
Snacks like, yo, time out. He keeps punching. Still going.
like,
I'm
bro.
over here with Jose, just fucking stomping on
He's
Snacks,
at
bro.
Norton in Fight Club, just punching the new
fucked
kid in
up.
the
Hey,
face.
first thing about Fight Club, never talk about Fight Club, Huss.
Keep stomping,
And-
Snacks.
and then-
Never
and then
fucking
everyone's
back down, bro.
Everyone's just staring at you like, seriously, dude? Really?
All right, what's the next game, man? Fucking running out of steam here. Running out of steam here.
They're third, getting their first 3 points in a win. That's not
We-
true.
hey,
They're the last team in Europe to fucking win in the top league.
Is it coincidence that it's also Deulofeu getting a goal?
I think not.
No, it is not.
Yeah,
When
it is
he
coincidence.
shows up-
it is coincidence because he scored the season before, bro.
When
And
he
still lost.
scores,
Hey, ready? Listen
when
to
he
When he
scores,
scores.
they're a better team.
I'm gonna tell you
One
who
at a
he
time, one at a
scored.
time, one at a time.
You want to hear a coincidence? Is it a coincidence that Watford won with Troy Deeney starting?
No.
He didn't start.
He started this game.
No, he didn't.
Oh, well then. I take that point back.
Is it coincidence that Stacks
But
had
he
no
was on
idea
the
what's
fucking
going on?
bench, though. And that's
Shut
not a
down.
coincidence. He was fucking yelling at these motherfuckers to run from the bench, dude. Shout out to
Pereira
him.
was nice this game, man.
Dude,
Dude, he's always nice,
De La
but I
Feu.
think he's at the club where he belongs. At
Nah.
first, I was like,
he's
man,
worth at least an Everton upgrade.
bro. At first, I was like, this guy's
Imagine
a coup.
Roberto- Imagine Pereira on Leicester right now.
Bro, but like,
To be
Imagine
fair,
it.
he's cowish, bro.
picture it.
I picture it, but I'm like,
who's sitting?
cowish.
Wait. That's fine. Who's sitting
Nah,
for
man, that's
Pereira
not-
then?
Don't go in that.
Pereira's
Who's sitting?
Pereira's
Yo, hey, time
What?
out. Hey, time
Get
out.
outta here.
Shout out. Shout out to my boy Tiki putting Jan Matt in his fantasy squad.
Yeah.
7 points,
See him in the
dude.
middle of the fucking back three, bro.
Oh, my God.
Fucking calling it
reliable.
out, bro.
Reliable, the captain.
Hey. To be fair, do you tell Kara about that?
What, J-Matt?
Yeah.
What about it?
Yeah, I know, because sometimes she's doing better than you. Then you say we talk about it every so often.
but Huss-
Did you give her the
Huss,
little
it's literally-
sneaky tidbit?
No, man. She's doing it all on her own. It's
Jan-Matt.
2019.
I know, but you
women
talk-
can.
I know that,
fucking
but you
kill
said you
sound
talk about
fantasy
it. I
soccer.
know, but you live in the
My
same
chick
house. You
is-
said you talk
she's
about it a little
killing
bit.
it,
Did you
dude.
mention it
I'm
over
asking-
dinner? We were like,
I'm
I'm looking at Jen Matt, and you
I'm
and you just
asking her
shoving
for
that
advice.
food in your mouth. Like,
I'm
yeah,
asking
Jen
her
looks
for
good.
advice.
Nom.
She captained Jamie Vardy this weekend. She's fucking killing it. She's top 10, bro.
Yeah.
I'm asking for advice.
Why you trying to break up a
That's
happy
it.
home?
Yeah, man. You're over
Trying
here.
to break up a happy
You're
home.
trying to make it- So my chick's stronger than me in fantasy. I think that's sexy as hell, bro. I think that shit's hot. Go bang that shit out.
First off, Vardy's not.
Burnley 3,
You
West
are
Ham
a captain.
0.
You are a captain.
Great transition.
Oh, captain, my captain.
Hussy, let it
Fuck
drop,
up,
man.
bro. My
Dude,
fantasy game.
speaking of fantasy, though, fucking Nicky Pope Fucking put
Came out of nowhere.
put Patricio in net. I have Pope on the bench. Fucking 9 goddamn points.
Fucking unbelievable.
But Burnley doing work, man. 3-0 on the Hammers, who had an error from
Austin still
fucking
lost
West Ham are going to be in
They were error
Only
prone
by
in
7
the back.
points on you.
Still
But
last.
West Ham
It's
trending
coming.
down.
It's coming.
Yeah,
I was at 82nd. I'm
Hussy.
39.
Huss.
37.
Huss!
bulldoze.
You yelling, dude, we're talking about the game.
This guy got me going.
Go in the other room. If you want fucking
the referee only catches the second
I got a
one.
big one, guys.
Snacks.
I got a big one.
What it's up?
Guys, you
Snacks
ever
said
seen that
something.
fucking cat toy with that little string and the little fucking
No.
stick?
No.
Snack is doing
No. It's not that.
And
It's
I
not
was
that.
supposed to bat at it.
First off.
Snacks will whisper something in
It
your
was
ear.
not that. It was the laser pointer.
Firmino
The laser
sucks.
pointer. I was like, ah.
Literally whisper, Firmino
going after
sucks all of a sudden. This is like, well, tell me about fucking Leicester. All right, let's keep it
Doesn't
moving.
take much to get me going.
Man. Go ahead, Al.
No, Ashley Barnes, Chris Wood, and the fucking own goal by Jimenez.
Dude, this was the
goalkeeper.
Which Bonds would you rather have?
Fucking
But-
Ashley Barnes scored. What's his name at
Javi.
Southampton?
Yeah, which
scored.
bonds? Which bonds would you rather have?
Nah, man.
Yeah,
Come
man.
on.
Yeah, man.
That's not a real question, dude.
What? Why?
What do you mean, why? Who would you rather have? Let me hear this. Fucking Milner.
Nah, I'd rather have Javi.
Yeah, man, it's not a real question, dude. Ashley's.
I don't know.
whoever he's gonna
Maybe
be.
you.
Nah.
Maybe you differed.
It just makes
I was
me
just
it
asking.
makes me sick to my stomach that United will lose to West Ham, who then gets blown out of the wall by fucking Burnley.
That means
3-0.
Burnley's better than United.
Look,
Of course it does.
Burnley's looking solid. Burnley's looking like, again,
No,
another
they're not,
top
bro.
10. Look,
Hey,
they started
no,
shaky.
Tiki, you know what it was,
But I'm
dude?
saying they're
The
coming
European-
a little bit more. I think it's 2 games in a row now they've won.
Dude,
No,
last
one in
year-
a row.
last
They
year,
just
Europe-
came from a 3-goal losing streak, and this was the end of the 3-goal losing streak.
All right, man. All right,
Burnley's
all right,
dog
all right,
shit,
man.
man.
But they're going to
Dude,
finish
they're
top
top
10.
10.
Burnley finished top 10.
They're better than Spurs.
Whoa.
Better than
When I say that
Spurs.
about Brighton, I get attacked. I get slandered. But fucking Burnley, who's
Because they're 11th.
Snacks.
No, it's bad.
When will you learn?
It's
You don't
bad.
get slandered on what you say. It's because it's you. Whatever you say, we're just gonna come after
Hey,
you.
everyone who's successful has haters.
Haters go hate.
Is that- is that-
So read the
Yeah.
reviews.
Snacks with the haircut, the fresh haircut. I like
that?
it. It's nice.
I want to ask you
next-
guys a quick question
Yeah,
about
let's
Burnley.
hear it.
Dwight McNeil linked with Tottenham and United. For
No.
40, 50 million.
No.
Okay, calm down.
I just.
Nah, I don't see it either, man. I don't see what this guy's about.
Yeah.
I don't
He's
know if he's a
19,
winger.
man.
I don't know if
He's
he's a
19,
left
he's
back.
young.
You
Young
know,
guy.
you know what I see?
Give me
It-
John
got
McGinn.
potential.
Yeah.
Give me
Declan
John
Rice is also rated at 90 mil.
Hey, you
Get
know-
out of here. Come on.
Snacks, you know what I see people being, someone being about it? Carlson. My boy.
That is a player.
Been touting this guy since the beginning against some haters in the room.
Hey, man. Fucking still.
Hey, he's still
I'm still
unproven.
the president of the fucking haters
He's
club.
still
Anyone wants to
unproven.
join,
Hey,
we're accepting applications.
Look. I was a hater, but I picked him
Hey.
up this week because I think he's starting to get the hang of winter.
Look. I'll always ride the wave for sure. What I'm
no,
saying is, so when
more
this
than a
started,
wave.
when me and Alan this beef started about Richarlison, I said in 3 seasons we won't fucking remember Richarlison. We'll call him an underground baller type level. Revise my stance in fucking 2 seasons, bro. 2 seasons, you guys won't fucking remember.
Wait,
You'll
really?
remember this guy,
This-
but like he'll be faded, bro. He's not
This
going
is
to be
his
who
third
he thinks.
season. Where does it say?
What do you mean?
You're saying in the next 2 seasons.
Oh, next
next
season.
2
I was going to say,
seasons.
it's already been like 2 or 3 seasons
No,
already.
next
It's his
2
third
seasons.
season in the
Yo,
Premier
he-
League.
Yeah, so the point is,
he's
he's
just-
starting to get used to the winter, and that's the big thing. When he was with Watford,
No, hey,
He
Huss,
disappeared.
No, let's wait till
Once it went
January.
below 50 degrees,
it wasn't
or whatever it
below,
is in
it was
Celsius.
after
It's also
December
Everton.
31st. It was after December 31st. He's done it at Watford. He did it at Everton as well. Like, after December 31st.
no, before that,
He does well up until then, bro. For Watford, he did. Trust me, bro.
No, maybe Watford, but I feel like for Everton, like he started
Hey, let's talk
declining
about-
at the end of
Hey,
November.
okay,
but the
hey,
point
hey,
is,
before you go-
we're green though. At least he'll fade off. But
Hey,
the point is,
he-
I think this is the year that he's going to stay in and just really buckle his belt and just fucking score those goals.
He has less goal. He has 3 league goals, man. He might have less than that. He doesn't
knows,
even
man.
show up on the.
I'm not
score.
talking about the beginning. I think he's going to be more
Hey,
sporadic.
be that as it may,
Yes, he did
last
bang
year he
it.
had 13 goals. That's one more than Firmino. Guy sucks.
Hey,
So this guy's
That's more on the defensive
outscoring
end.
on a shit Everton team. He's outscoring for
shout out. Hey, Bert. So
13
far,
goals. He's got 3
Hey.
in 12 games so far.
You're the house money so far. You're the safe bet so far.
Dude,
for
we'll
sure.
see.
You know who else has
Hey,
3 goals?
he's still unproven, man. But I think he still get the job done. Plays out wide, plays up top. He's a very dynamic player.
He's good. He's good. I
Dude,
don't know if he's a
Brazil,
goal-
bringing into Brazil team.
I don't know if he's a goal scorer.
6 goals.
I don't think he's a goal scorer.
6 goals in 13 games for Brazil. He's in the Brazil squad.
Not an out goal
getting-
scorer.
I
But
think
he's
a
an
winger,
all-arounder.
man.
He's an all-arounder.
I think playing him at the 9 is the wrong decision for
Dude,
him.
When I look at
who
Brazil,
else are they gonna play
when I look
tonight
at
right
Brazil and I see fucking
Calvert-Lewin.
Richarlison on the roster,
It's weird.
It tells me
Go
everything
home.
about Brazil, bro.
Oh, you go home.
It's dead.
Ouch.
It's dead
He's
meat.
dead.
Next.
Last game of the weekend, everybody. Southampton 1, Everton 2. Speaking of Rick Carlson,
With the game winner. Did you forget about him this week?
game winner.
I did.
Tommy Davies
Fantasy.
also getting
Captain.
the goal.
Shout out to Davies, man. I was wondering where this kid was. He was promising last season. I think he got hurt a
It
little
was the
bit.
season before. It was
But,
the
like-
Pep's first season because he blew them out of the water.
Fucking unbelievable
chip
that
goal.
he wasn't even making the 23-man roster.
He's
They're
young.
bleeding him in.
You gotta bleed
He's
him in.
dynamic, but fuck bleeding him in.
Not only
They
that-
should McTominay this kid.
Yeah, they
Just
really
play him,
should.
dude. He's a local Everton
than
lad.
Schneiderlin.
He's talented. He's better than fucking
Low
Schneiderlin.
sock team.
Low sock. He's got the confidence.
I love how
Why
that's
not?
a
And it's
point.
not like Everton is playing well, dude. Like if Everton was playing well, I'd say okay, bleed him. Don't want to fuck. Everton sucks right now
switch it
as
up.
far as consistency. Yeah, man, play the
So,
kid.
so there's a couple things. Everton, I don't know how to rate either Everton or Southampton.
dumb.
Southampton
Relegation.
No, what I'm saying is
Battle.
Southampton lost 9-0, and then they come back, play well against City. Now they're losing 2-1 to Everton. They're up and down. Everton, same thing.
They lost.
Remember-
That's three losses. It
They're
doesn't
both-
matter
no,
what the
No, what
scoreline
I'm saying
is.
is what I'm saying. I'm
It doesn't matter what the scoreline is. You're still not getting 3 points.
I'm
or one.
saying fantasy for them. I don't know how they're going to do, but also they're playing well enough where they could pick some teams off, and they
Southampton or Everton?
Southampton has the ability to pick some teams off,
False.
get some points,
False.
and stay in the league
You
to
know
next
why?
year. And then with Everton, it's
All right.
like
I guess it's a
Keane's.
one-way.
Oh, sorry. Wait, you're going?
No,
I was
he's
gonna
asking
say-
questions.
No,
He's
no,
answering.
Well, I thought
Stop talking. Hey, just stop talking. Let other people.
You
talk.
ask
because I
you
still
ask
want-
questions
no,
and then you never shut up. Just ask a
Huss, you
question
make
and
statements.
talk.
You wanna
I
banter
gave you
with you,
time.
jump
You're
in.
just too slow to
No
get popped.
way, bro.
Like,
You
let's go.
fucking
Let's go.
go
Let's
like
go. Let's go. Let's go. I
Southampton,
only have so much time in my
I
life.
said the reason they were going to get relegated is because they can't find goals. There's no consistent goal score. Once in a while, Danny Ings will get it great.
Once in a while,
Charlie
Danny Ings.
Austin.
Charlie Austin once in a while.
Don't you dare talk about Charlie
Can't
Austin.
get consistent
called it.
goals. Southampton's going down. Southampton,
All right,
in their
so
last
Charlie
5
Austin-
games, winless in their last 5. It's over, dude. Who's gonna bail him out? Vestergaard. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
It's over, dude.
Ouch.
And I love Southampton. The project, dude. They've rode this project. What for the last 10 years, bro? Like selling their best talent,
Sadio
bringing up
Mane.
guys. Selling
Hey.
Tadic right now. Fucking is that
Oxlade.
Ajax?
So right
killing it.
now, even Everton, 200, 300 million
Every
spent.
week with the money.
But
man.
the thing is,
They won.
Everton's at 15th.
This is a
You got
hard touch.
Michael Keane coming off the bench.
Fucking
you got
sucks.
Holgate and Mina.
no need to dig
on
into Everton.
Does Michael
They are
Keane?
who they are.
Should Michael Keane start next week?
No, he sucks.
Who cares?
He's
Who
ass.
Who cares? Thank you. That's a great one.
cares,
cares?
man?
Who gives a fuck about
Everton
the Toffees,
sucks.
bro? This
Everton
shit-
Up and
sucks.
down.
So
Historic
fine.
club,
Should
but that's
Silva
what it is.
end the
Nothing
season
that.
as an Everton manager? End the season.
Yes.
Not
I
now.
don't know because
Yes.
they're gonna lose next week because they won this week. I don't know, dude. But I think
No.
they're gonna
I'm
finish
not
top
saying
10.
about whether you will. I'm not asking that. I'm saying should, in your opinion,
I
should
finish in top 7.
Marco Silva be the Everton manager
We'll go around
at
the room.
end of the season?
I say yes.
I don't know.
Tiki?
What?
Sure.
I don't know. What do you mean?
I don't care.
All right, guys. Anything else from around the world?
Wowzers.
Let's go talk about Inter versus who? Who do they play? I don't even fucking care who they play.
Here we go.
Lukaku didn't score. Where are y'all at?
You know what?
Oh, Lukaku, you see him scoring at a brace against Parma.
Snacks. I gotta
this
give
is
you.
what,
Hey,
out of
no.
5 weeks, this is
Listen,
the first week he
listen,
doesn't
man.
score.
I gotta
All right,
give
I'll
Snacks
see you
a
next
shout
week.
out because every time he scores, we're fucking digging into him.
And when he doesn't
scored
score,
this
I'm
weekend,
coming at
you
y'all.
gotta take
That's
the
fine.
L. That's
That's
it.
fine. That's what I'm
Snacks
saying.
wins
I'll
this
see you
week.
next
We
week.
gotta take that.
Just
L.
like
Not for it.
Firmino, but not
You
like
win this
Kane,
week.
they won.
Randy Orton.
That's it. They won. That's
Dude,
the
and
point.
shout out to Messi. What was it? 34 hat tricks, tied Ronaldo. Even though Ronaldo was in the league way less time.
And he left
Little
already.
backhanded compliment, Messi. But shout out to his free kick ability.
2 free kicks.
I mean, there was a debate for like 15 minutes. Oh, Messi or Ronaldo free kicks. Dude, it's been Messi. Always has been. He's now
Easily always have
He's
been.
now creeping into that spot of like, okay, is he the best free kick?
Dude,
taker
he
in the
wasn't
world?
this guy until like the last probably 4 or 5 years. Like
as
it
he's
wasn't
matured,
even his game.
as he figured out how to dribble, he figured out how to shoot with his
Wait.
left and right. He's like, what's next on the list?
Free
Now it's
kicks.
free kicks. Like that,
Dude,
that's-
he wasn't
yeah,
banging
but-
the mid. Now it's like a guarantee. It's like it's on
You got
frame.
2.
It's top corner.
Out of
I would say
hat-trick.
past 4 or 5 years, but
Yeah,
in
it's
the
been
last
for
4
a
or 5
while.
years, he's been there.
That's what I said.
Now it's
I thought you meant. I thought you were talking about. Okay.
No, it's only since the last 5 years, 4 or 5 years. Like he didn't have this ability in his game. He wasn't that guy. Taking didn't have the responsibility.
Ronaldo only had 1 or 2 good years. Besides, I think
free
one
kicks.
Yeah, free kicks. I think
Yeah,
he had
he had
one good year. One good year with United. He got like 7 or 8 in one season. Before that, I think he had like 5 in one season.
Now we're just
besides,
bro science.
no, it's not bro science. I did it all out.
He had not like 10.
No. I'm saying it's in that area. They had 2 good years of free kicks. Besides that, he's below average.
Yeah.
He might be average. He's not good. He's not great.
I think the
average.
stat was like he took 100 free kicks and he's hit like 2.
Yeah,
like that.
No,
and
Ronaldo's
most
not
of
very
them are
good
off
at
target.
free kicks.
The thing you can give him,
a difficult technique.
the thing you can give him
it.
is he introduced that technique. He like mainstreamed it. Sure, maybe there were other players who were doing
like
it.
saw
blah, blah,
Rashford
blah.
banged his in the other week.
Yeah, he mainstreamed.
Would you rather have De Bruyne or Rashford or
De Bruyne?
CR7.
De Bruyne.
Yeah, De Bruyne, of course. But the point is,
age though. Like,
wait, time out. Here's a stat for bro science. Since 15-16, Messi has 33 free kick goals since then. Ronaldo has 10 in the same space of time.
But Ronaldo's probably hit like 10 times more because
he's leading by 2.
More of the fouls.
Okay.
He's got 2 on Messi as of now. Played in 45 more games.
CR7 is not a good.
But between 2008 and 2012, Ronaldo had his fucking. He was banging in the market.
It's funny, I only remember this because you don't remember this. But years back, do you remember when Fareed lived in Abington?
You just said I don't remember.
No. But I'm gonna see if you remember. Do you remember?
I don't
when
remember.
Portugal played US?
No. For real, I don't.
In the World Cup. I only remember because that was our first touch of this podcast right there, where Tiki was saying, "Oh, he's a nasty free kick taker." We're talking about CR7 when we played US. This was
because he was.
But at that time, but at the same time, I go, I don't like him. And it got to the point where you were living at that moment, and I was like, no, I hate him.
Yeah.
He's not a good free kick taker. And it just turned out that he wasn't, because I hated the way he shot the ball. Yeah. So I saw more of the future, but you were living right there where he was. But it just reminded me, because every single time that we talk about the free kicks and Ronaldo, I think about that moment where I
fucking suck. I get it.
Fareed was in Abington, we talked about US.
Let's talk about
around the world. When Jermaine Jones.
No, you stood your ground.
Jermaine Jones, we talked about earlier, off the podcast. Jermaine Jones.
Okay, Jermaine Jones, let's talk about
Juventus,
AC Milan,
Real Madrid too, though. I mean,
Real Madrid. Listen. Speaking of Real Madrid, Karim Benzema.
But the point is, the podcast has been going on for like 12 years.
Yeah,
all right, we need to end it. So shut the fuck up.
Hey, you weren't there.
Benzema.
Benzema.
This guy,
Benzema.
agent,
Prolific.
like a fine wine.
Prolific.
You know when people talk about best strikers in the world, and I feel like Benzema's name is. We all know he's world class. We all
he doesn't get the shutouts because he does all the off the ball shit.
If you let me finish my sentence, that's what I was about to say.
So you're enjoying the bandwagon?
No, he does do all the off the ball shit.
Tell him we got another guy.
Look at the last 3 years.
Check his ticket. Punch his ticket right over here.
Look at the last 3 years Ronaldo played at Real Madrid. Ronaldo was the 9, and Benzema was the left winger. Don't tell me he doesn't do this off the ball shit and he doesn't sacrifice to the.
No, he does.
He's one of the best number 9s in the world.
And he didn't get to shine as much as Ronaldo.
And now Ronaldo's gone. Who's the guy that's been filling the void? I know they were pretty shit last season.
I mean,
they were pretty shit last year.
Quite the void.
No, look, he's not filling the Ronaldo void per se.
But he's
and
Ego
and I were talking about this earlier. You may not get as many targets as Ronaldo because you're not as great as Ronaldo, but he's still a primary guy. He's the number 1 dude. Hazard's the new guy. We know overall Hazard may be better than him technically, but who's carrying Real Madrid right now? It's Karim Benzema, man.
And he also gets the shaft almost too because France was so good that they still won. France still won the World Cup without him. And realistically, he's so good.
How he's playing. It's not just goals.
That
how he's playing.
Any other country would have lost the World Cup because he wasn't on the team. Yeah. But France was so good that they won it without him. So he almost gets overshadowed on that too. Sure, but Benzema is great. He's really that great.
He's a legend, man. One of the greatest of all time.
Sure, he just passed Frederick Puskas, old Hungary guy, if you guys know him.
Legend.
Oh, yeah.
The legend of the game. Played for Real Madrid back in the 60s. Benzema moved past him on 157 league goals. He's 6th all time in the league.
One of the greatest of all time, man.
Absolutely.
And he's fourth all time champion behind Raul and Messi and
he's
Ronaldo.
held the Real Madrid 9 spot for years.
You know who
That's
he reminds me of?
A decade.
He reminds me of Chris Paul. Reminds me of Chris Paul.
Consistency.
Chris Paul sucks.
Chris Paul never won a championship.
He sucks. I know, that's what I was about to say. NBA, I know Chris Paul, but like
Chris Paul sucks.
Consistent-wise, dude, Chris Paul's 34, 35 years old right now, and he's fucking
I don't
balling.
like Chris Paul.
Okay.
Let's go around the world.
I think he's overrated.
Juve versus AC
All about the money. All about the
another
numbers.
derby
just like
match
Westbrook.
over the weekend.
Dybala, man, crushing it. The right foot finish,
Dude,
kept
they
it
were,
low.
they were this close to selling this guy. Now he's over here scoring Champions League goals, league goals. Like, what
I don't know why you
Why
would.
the hate on
He's got 5 goals.
The national team fucking hates him, aka Messi doesn't want him playing. Juventus try to dump him last minute. Like,
But again,
what does this kid need to do?
This we can even bring this back to EPL, where United didn't pull the trigger.
No, we did. We did.
No.
It was
Image rights.
Thank you. Literally, we paid the money, but
Image
like there was
rights.
a negotiation because he has
Pay
really
that.
complicated. No, it was complicated, dude. Like it was just the timing. Like we didn't have enough time to figure out the deal.
Just like the fax machine for De Gea.
Look, say what you will, bro. Like we try. Like I'm telling you what's been reported. I can't. Say
But
that.
just
we
like,
didn't wanna
just
pay
like
the
the
interest.
fax
We
machine for De Gea should be at Real Madrid.
Yeah,
but
so we wanted
fax
to
machine
sign him,
broke down
we broke our
on that
fax
Sunday
machine.
night. or
Next
whatever.
game, Der Klasse, whatever they call it in German. Der Klasse. Bayern 4, Dortmund 0. We talked about it earlier when I brought up Lucien Favre. I mean, listen, this Bayern
is par for the course.
They sacked Niko Kovac
Yep.
last week. We had that whole debate about it.
Yep.
And I don't know who their inner manager
Arsenal!
I don't know who their inner manager is.
Mr. Wenger!
Guys,
love to see
for
it.
real, I think Arsenal would be a solid.
I'd
Arsenal
love to
would
see
be-
him back.
because he's gonna have the cream of the crop talent.
Dude, the
team's
board
already-
love him. They respect him.
the
He's a
board
winner.
respect him.
He's got
the right energy.
He's going to play
philosophy.
attacking football.
He's gonna
and
play
Bayern want
attacking.
to
He's
play
got the
attacking football.
pieces. He's in a league that's
I would
very
love
friendly to try
see
stuff.
it. I'd love to see
I
come
think
back.
he would
He
do
would
work,
do.
man. I
Come
think
back
he would
to it, man.
I don't know if he could figure out the Champions League because that's always been his kryptonite. Like a tough tournament like that, but like.
But dude, if you're
he can work it out during
cakewalk
the
in
week,
the league, in the league,
dude, I'd be very curious to see if Wenger still got it.
I'd
would
love to see
that.
him come
Yeah.
back.
Speaking
I'd
of
love
best
see that.
strikers in the world, undeniably on form right now, Robert Lewandowski. I mean, this guy's got, 23
Talk about
goals?
a guy who doesn't get the credit, man, because he plays in a weaker league.
Scored
we
in
don't.
every-
goals in,
To me, he's the
17
best striker in the
appearances?
world right now, man.
Yeah,
He's
that's
killing
Scored
it.
in
That's why
every
I called it
Champions
out.
in the last 7 Champions League
He's been
games
on
he's
fire.
played in.
He's the
like,
first guy in
absolutely.
German history to hit the first 11 games of the season. He just passed Gerd Muller for Bayern for
unbelievable.
scoring in the first 11 games of the season, or the amount of goals he has.
How did this guy just get
Remember-
isolated to fucking stay in Bayern?
So,
Like, how did
he was
Barcelona,
moody. He was
Dortmund,
how did
then-
Real Madrid,
He wanted to
how
go to
did
Madrid.
United, like
And
how
it was-
did
yeah.
how did someone not come in for that? Like
So,
he's the most
at
certified.
He got his
At-
Champions League. He got his treble. He got league titles. Like he's won
Whoa,
everything,
what did he
really.
win the
So at
Champions League?
28
Yeah,
years
with
old,
Champions.
He-
he's going to
he's at BVB that
he's
year.
going to be
That's right.
29 in 4 days. Is he another Eden Hazard going to Real Madrid?
No.
Too late.
No.
I don't think he'll
Lewandowski?
go.
No, he'll stay.
No, but let's say if he went to
Lewandowski's 31.
Yeah, I was about to say, he's
What?
not about 20.
Oh, my fault. I clicked on.
He's not going anywhere.
Oh, that's
Lewandowski's
quirky.
he's
But that's
staying
so
put. He's
weird.
going to be a Bayern legend.
But no, but the thing
And
is,
then he'll
but
go to, like-
Lewandowski, my fault. I clicked on the wrong person.
Yeah, we
but the
got
point
that.
is, Lewandowski, if he went to Real Madrid, would it be too late? Just
Yeah,
like Hazard.
31, yeah,
No,
still.
man. No, it's not. Because
At 31?
Luis Suarez went at an 8. It depends on the quality, who you surround him around.
Dude.
Lewandowski's a finisher. He's a poacher. He needs creative guys around him who are going to give him
and
the
they don't
chance.
have that.
He can... Look, yes, he's world class, so he can at times create his own opportunities. But he's more of a poacher,
Bro, him
finisher
and
type.
Benz are very similar in their style. Obviously, there's slight differences
more
in two,
technical dribbling.
but like you see Benz and the project he's working with at Real Madrid right now. If Lewandowski goes there, I think it's just a like-for-like sub. Maybe Lewandowski scores an extra special goal or two over the season, but for the most part, it's like-for-like. They're both very similar.
And that's why I think Madrid didn't
Lewandowski
pull the
going
trigger.
out. Yeah,
They're like,
Lewandowski
we're
going
losing
out. We
Ronaldo,
don't.
We need a winger, someone on the outside.
And we don't quite have the 10 to fucking fill Lewandowski's boots.
So is it at the
Another-
point where it's too late and
Yeah, it's
Lewandowski
too late,
should just
but, like,
stay
he
at
should stay,
Bayern?
yeah.
Another-
It
Just stay at
explains
Bayern.
of the kid Jovic, who was at Frankfurt. They just brought in a Benz successor. They're like, look, we just need a younger center forward who can play alongside Benz. We know Benz is still nasty. Once he goes, Jovic is looking to take his place.
Dude, the last 5 seasons, or the last 4, he scored
Who's
all
he?
comps. Lewandowski is
Yep.
over 40 goals.
Dude, he's a beast.
He's averaging this is for Bayern. He averages in 6 years about 30 plus goals a year.
Dude, and
all
you know,
comps.
You know what's great? The season when Aubameyang left, literally that game, I think he needed like 1 or 2 goals.
to win the Golden Boot.
win the Golden Boot. Didn't get it. Fucking went on a rant and blamed
like,
his teammates. It's like when teammates
another North American
shit,
star,
it's
Alfonso
great.
Davies, the Canadian star,
Good for
young
him,
kid.
man.
Oh my god!
Funny. It's funny that I bring him up because I was
Is it?
looking at the lineup. He was playing left back this game,
Yeah.
and then David Alaba was center back.
Dude, that's the
Javi
brilliant,
Martinez was center
fucking
back.
Bayern way, man. That's
Kimmich
a
was
club.
defensive
And
middle
this was after they fired Niko Kovac.
for doing the
Big
exact
news.
same shit.
No, but
Well,
Kovac,
they didn't apparently
Kovac,
didn't want him.
Yeah, Kovac was never. I
Players.
think he was never a popular decision. I think he was a transition. At Bayern, this is a club where you need to be an alpha, like to come in. Like you can't just be some guy who's trying to
So
figure
is Wenger
shit
an
out.
alpha?
He is, bro. He is. Like, look, he didn't win
Davies is
towards
nasty,
the end
come
of his
on.
career.
Played left back.
It's
I don't give a
undeniable.
shit.
Wenger's one
Alba
of the best
plays
to
left
ever
back.
do it. Dude, the fact that he finished top 4 with Arsenal, I
Alba
know we
didn't
say
play left
trophies
back.
and blah, 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 but like, for 10 years straight, he finished top 4, dude. Working with the weird budget, working with players turning on him, saboteurs.
This is why I'm
He's a
saying
fucking
I'd
beast.
be interested because some coaches can do that. Some coaches are actually better in those scenarios where they're working with weird circumstances,
environment.
and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
you bring him at the top, Rafa Benitez.
You give
All
him
of a sudden,
everything.
players are looking at
Yeah.
you like, dude, you're fat and balding, and I don't trust you. You know what I mean? But you
But
can
he
bring
still won
a
champions.
Liverpool underdog team.
For me,
up.
Wenger, the way he played, the kids or the players in the Bayern locker room,
Wenger's got respect.
grew up watching.
Definitely has
Wenger's
respect.
got
He definitely
respect.
has respect.
And because he's
walk
won in the past.
and
But
his demeanor, man. He just walks.
Who does
in
more
like a
with
guy.
what?
He's one of
Hey,
those-
hey.
He's one of the world like football guys, man.
Absolutely.
Like he
You
really
can't hate
he's a
on him,
legend.
dude. He
He's
is.
a
To
legend.
add
Yes,
on to the
100%.
rivalry a little bit, who does more
See,
with Bayern, Jose or Arsene?
I missed it.
Arsene.
Who does more with the rivalry? Because like Jose and Arsene have always been a rival.
You said take
Their rivalry.
Enough with the
Lost,
seltzers,
bro.
man. Jesus
Lost.
Christ.
But hey, it's something that keeps happening.
2-hour
But the
show.
point is, Jose Arsene, who does more with Bayern?
Arsene.
Arson.
Because you know they're thinking about each other.
Jose.
For me,
I think it's
Arsene-
Jose.
For me, Arsene, because Jose has to come in and plow everything out because he has to get his players, his system in there, and then he has to retrain them from going to this very attacking, free-flowing team to organized defense. Sure, you can attack, but defense first. And you got to assume that a lot of those players want to hear that message.
But
that's the difference. Wenger, I feel like he could literally come in and say, "We're going to play our 4-3-3, game in, game out. This is our shape," and they'll find a way because they're good enough.
I kind of disagree for the fact that Arsene will have higher wins, like 4-0, 5-0, but he'll also have a 2-1 loss. Where Jose will have a lot of
based
2-1
on,
wins. 2-1 wins.
Dude,
And they'll
Arsene
lose
had one
less
of the
points.
best defenses before these last 10 years.
He
or
went
so, bro.
invincible in the Premier
Arsenal,
League.
They literally made a chant 1-0 to the Arsenal because once they got that one goal, they were deadlocked in the back. This whole thing of Arsenal being leaky is that
I'm not saying they're leaky, but I'm just saying
but
that.
you saying
But I'm saying that
last 10 years. His
I
first
think-
10 years was savage.
You know what it is
last
for
10
me?
years,
I think he
fell
lost
off.
the scouting, the pickups. That's all it was. The identifying the right talent because
And Bayern has a lot of the right
and Bayern will
talent.
do all that for
Yeah,
you. You just
yeah.
fucking coach these guys and play them.
Look,
They have the
we can't
system.
sleep
Yeah.
on
He's
the
got-
MLS Cup, guys.
Yes, you can.
I'm napping on
Seattle Sounders.
My
beat
brother was at
Toronto
the
FC
game.
3-1.
Hey, how did my boy do from? Oh wait, he didn't even make it.
What, Ibra?
Carlos Vela.
I'm talking about Ibra, who
Didn't
Carlos
even go to
Vela
the
beat.
dance.
Ibra to make it. No, but it's
Ibra barely even made it to the playoffs.
Look, I gotta
I
shout
guess.
out all the Josie
Vela's like,
Altidore
stay home.
haters out there. Josie
Did he
scoring
play?
a goal. Yep.
Oh wow, he played and scored. Good for him, man. They said it would be a
3-1.
miracle for him to make the game.
Toughed
They
it
gave him
out.
that cortisone
Toughed it
shot,
out, man.
bro.
Do
Oh
what
my
you
God,
gotta
you
do.
know-
Scored in the 90th minute.
I have to say,
salvage some
beast,
pride
man.
in a
You know what?
3-1 game.
My brother was sending me my brother was sending me pictures all day about the whole situation because
great.
his girlfriend's dad has season tickets, and the difference between Portland and Seattle
For sure.
versus us in
Tell
the
me.
East with New England Revs. Crafts, please give
Crafts?
some money.
Yeah, no, they're listening.
Give something to the fans
Yeah.
because Portland and Seattle, they just have it. The people want to
They
be
have
there.
it.
The point is
of time.
that when the fans come, they give them something. Crafts are like, oh yeah, we give you a little bit.
Crass?
We need a lot of it to give us just a little more.
Fucking